24 on 24 gives me life. No other way to start the day. 24 on 24 makes it right. We don't care what they say. Carved a place out for us because no one was a vibe. Finally a show to love. Fuck it, we'll do it live. It's not lonely at the top, 'cause everyone's right here. For us there's no hard stop. Forever in your ear. 24 on 24 gives me life. No other way to start the day. 24 on 24 makes it right. We don't care what they say. Copy me, I know you will. I do it first every time. Your shit is stale, no one cares, but he's gonna shine. I'm just a baby. Your dad loves me more. I say what everyone is thinking. Typical forever heart. 24 on 24 gives me life. No other way to start the day. 24 on 24 makes it right. We don't care what they say. No more repos, mama got a bag. I do what I please and do it with ease. Number one show in all the land. Haters listen longer. Everyone say hi to Jim. Let's lock in. It's time to ride. Back forward over everybody. Now, 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 now. Now, 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 now. Now, 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 now. Love for my besties and bunnies.
Good morning. Set the bar very low. Where you usually set it, go lower than that. Good morning. How is everybody? I'm great. Thank you for asking. Listen, TT's convinced I have some sort of parasite thing, but I don't have like the bowel movement portion of that. So I'm not really sure. Wait, stop. We should have not started that way. Good morning. Welcome. This light is so bright on my eyes. Good morning. Welcome to 24 on 24. It's the #1 show in all of the land, even at 9:30 in the morning. I'm your host, Jessica Machado. Yesterday I did my show. It was great. I picked up Georgia. I came home and I made myself a plate of food, like appropriate for what bunnies eat. It was 2 scoops of hummus, some almonds, dried cranberries, like 3 slices of like cheddar cheese, but like, you know, the kind you put on crackers, and a sliced apple. I ate that. It was a bottle of water, and I sat down on the couch to just start going through my phone, looking at all of the, you know, when I'm in the show, I don't see all the things. And I was maybe for 5 minutes, I was like, I didn't even know what I was feeling. Like it was almost like at the same time I got the chills, my throat on this side started hurting, and my stomach wasn't feeling right. And I was like, I'm going upstairs. I'm going to go lie down. Jack was like, oh, his girlfriend's coming over. I'm like, I'm going to make dinner and then I'm going to do my shows. I'm going on 2 shows, Ben's and mine, and then whatever. And at like maybe 2:30, so like an hour later, I texted Jeff and I was like, I think I need you to go to the market to get all of the things I need for chicken. Like I need chicken, essentially. And he was like, why? And I was like, I think I just need to stay in bed. At that point, I'm still in. I'm like, if he goes and gets what I need from the market, I will cook it. And then I don't know what happened. I was just like, I did the call to TT. I was like, please cancel all of my things. I'm not going to be able to do it. I cried because I felt bad for Sweetles, and Sweetles was like, we had no plans to do anything today anyway. What are you fucking crying about? Stay away from me. I don't want to get sick. And I closed my door in my bedroom and went out for the fucking count. And then I got up. I felt a little bit better. And then I dozed in and off. And then I was up until 3:30 in the morning, essentially. I was up. I couldn't get back to sleep. So I don't think I have the parasite, but I could lose a good 5 pounds. So if there's going to be something that wants to eat my insides, but I was already not feeling great a week ago. You know what I mean? So like it was essential to rest. I most feel badly about not being present for Jack's birthday, even though there was no real reason for me to be. And then secondly, for not being able to go on Ben's show. I just, I feel terrible. So rain check to Ben. We have some things we have to get over. We have to discuss a couple things. We can't not discuss things. I know everybody was like, 24 and 24 is going to be this new rebrand. And I think we're coming into our own, where we have like a little mix of like the community gossip and also self-reflection, and then the calls, and then like whatever else we want to talk about. I don't think we're going to fully eradicate all of the drama, because that's not what feels right to me. I feel like we need a little bit of drama. So we have a lot of things that we need to go over. Chat, you're all on your own today. I'm not going to look at you. You're going to have to behave, and that's it. This is a weird time, so make sure you share it so that people know that we're here. We did stop and get a coffee from Society, but it's not hitting quite right. It's good. Fairy godmother Linda may not have been around lately because she's building her property empire, but she sent me a package that I woke up to this morning with 2 packages of Tylenol. I left the note downstairs, but I think it said, for when these bitches give you a headache. And basically was like, stop using that stone to roll your face. So we have a roller. These we will need. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, Linda is here. She's like, bitch, what are you doing? Listen, I'm sorry, but this is ice cold. It's so cold. I know I'm not supposed to. Oh, I look like trash today, huh? Ain't no fixing that. Oh, Julia has one of these. Oh. Huh. Am I doing it right, Mom? Actually, this is phenomenal. What a... Nice. Will it get rid of the chins? Will it get rid of the chins? I put this in the fridge. I know. It has little beads in it. Sphinx. Thank you. Reproachables. Let's get into it. Someone text Marie Carvalho and tell her that unfortunately I'm back to looking like hell today, but I'm sick. I put on earrings, I put on my jewelry, like I put on my cozy jammies. We have some shit we need to get to. First things first. First things first, I'm the realist. We're going to share some stuff. Oh shoot, where the fuck is it? Hold it. Gosh darn it, Jessica. How can I send it to myself? We can do it here. Here. Stand by. There's one piece of this that would be necessary. Got it. All right, let's get it. Hold your horses. Oh, my stomach. All right. Share screen. Okay. So this is a post from Megan Fox. Compliments about me while at the same time punching down at Cyberchick reveal who this person is. She's terrified of larger platforms. She only feels comfortable going after the little guy. Too bad she's so transparent. Flattery will get you nowhere with me. Stop shitting on everyone beneath you. The roasting will continue. Lessons have not been learned. And Lady Tammy, whoever you are, I am not being sued. I'm suing an idiot for malicious prosecution and vexatious litigation. So be warned. File bullshit cases against me and find out. Okay, so this just needs to be stated. Megan, Cyberchick did me dirty. And I understand that for the sake of content and narrative, you must perpetuate some sort of false timeline. It is not true. I believe regular people understand exactly what happened with Cyberchick. And if you are late to the game or you're only hearing one side, so be it. But you've got this wrong. You've got it wrong. So Cyberchick did me dirty. And Cyberchick will not take responsibility for that. And Cyberchick chose to go and completely go on a different path and completely lie about what happened and never once talked about the kindness that I showed her, never once talked about how I wanted her to stay a mod. And this whole crazy narrative is perpetuated by people like Megan who maybe are too busy to really do the legwork. And I think that that's unfortunate, but this is not accurate. This isn't punching down at a smaller channel. This is someone who I had a personal thing with and fucked around with me and did some shit. So this isn't like just going around and finding small channels and just punching down. This is like Cyberchick. Do you not even know the history? Do you not know the lore? Second thing that must be discussed, and we're going to bring that up right now because that is very important. There is a comment somewhere, either in that thread or elsewhere, where Megan Fox talks about me doxing Cyberchick. And this is a big no-no, apparently, right? You're not allowed to give people's names if they don't want their names out there. They're allowed to exist out in this space and just use whatever name they want. Cyberchick, whatever, right? And Megan Fox goes and puts that I doxed Cyberchick by reading out this email or whatever. And another example of Megan Fox simply just not doing her homework, okay? So here is a very well-known Twin Flames universe. Cheryl Chupa speaks out. So this is a show that she was on. Here's her name. I only said Cheryl, but it's Cheryl Tupa. It's all over the internet. She has gone on, identified herself. She has been featured with her name all over the internet. This is Facebook. This is Instagram. These are just one example. I remember this when I researched her before I let her come on my show. And so I didn't dox her. Her name is out there. It's public. Her family is out there. I didn't dox her. Okay. So take that back and do your homework. You're a big channel. And I was complimenting you, and I would still stand by that. And that's not because I'm afraid of you. I'm certainly not afraid to call you out on your bullshit right now. You're telling your platform, you're telling your followers that I doxed a woman. She is clearly all over the internet. There's no doxing going on here. My followers call her Cyber Chick, and I thought I would say her name was Cheryl. Just like crack the fucking code of Cyber Chick, but she's all over the internet. Everybody knows who she is. Her name is out there. She's everywhere. So there's no doxing going on here. And there was certainly no punching down at other channels. Okay, is everybody good? Does the chat understand that? Does Megan understand that? Jesus Christ. So on yesterday's show, so we have a book over here. It's called Unbothered. And one of the besties named Megan sent me this book when I was down and out. And I pulled it into one of the streams one day, and like as a skit or a bit or whatever the people in the fucking world call it, I was like, let's go through it and pick a page and we'll do it together. I guess I will have to give a disclaimer every time. This is a joke. Like, this isn't like my therapy. This isn't my real like fucking life journey. This is everything I say when I'm writing in this is meant for entertainment purposes. Does everybody understand that? Does the chat get it? Did you guys really think that like this is like a real thing here? Did you hear some of the things that I said? Okay. Everything going forward, so you know, is a joke. Everything previously in here is a joke. Okay. Big Husky has apparently lost her goddamn mind because yesterday I wrote about her. What page were we on yesterday? Was yesterday 20? Oh, did I rip it out? Oh, I think I ripped out page 20 yesterday, and now I don't know what I did with it. Yesterday was 12. I miss being friends with Jimmy. I have not laughed so hard than when we would talk on the phone and he would say borderline homophobic things, but because he is gay, we could laugh about them together. I also miss the something. Did I say something? Yes. Okay. And so we lost Jimmy to the Big Husky Street. Big Husky something into get hit by a train and get addicted to oxys and something. Okay, so this is a joke, Valerie. I hope you don't think that this is like serious. This is part of my show. It's like a skit, okay? But let's talk about it while we're at it. So thank you to, I believe, Spicy Misty, who got, hold on. Not that one. Okay. And shame on you, Nurse Kim, for supporting this trash. Wishing me death and addiction is fucking sick. Number one. Number one. How do I fix myself here? No, that's too small. That's better. That's not right. That's fine. So number one, the fact that this woman made this post and she is being very serious, that skit that I did yesterday is somehow moved over to real life, and that she thinks that I wish she'd get hit by a train and she'd become an addict. That's crazy, right, in itself. And the verdict is actually out on whether or not she actually believed that I meant that. Either she really believed it and then this is the result, or she knows it's a joke, but she wants to cause trouble on the internet. I'm not sure which one it is. Only inner Husky knows the truth, okay? But for her to tag Kim, and Kim's like, you okay, Val? What the fuck is this post referring to? And then Valerie goes, would it be okay if someone tried to manifest you getting hit by a train or being addicted to whatever. Kim goes, fuck no. I didn't see the clip, only your post, but I'm not even gonna, I can't really read it. It's too small. Let me pull it up so I can get it right. Kim says, and honestly, Valerie, that's disappointing that you would put this out there for fucking internet weirdos to hype up and run away with this narrative. I've always had your back, even when we didn't agree on people or see eye to eye. But now you're pushing that I co-sign everything another grown woman says online. Miss me with that. I am only responsible for what I do and I say. People have always tried to make me denounce Aiden's words, Jimmy's words, now Jess's words. Enough is enough. Good on you, Kimberly. Valerie goes, you literally got on your live and defended her. Remember when you tagged me and called me out over the Bestie Dragon account that went after your job? I immediately called it out for you. And now you're going to call Jess out for wishing me death and addiction? Kim goes, next. I'm sorry. You didn't see this one. Hold on. Well, she goes, I don't have the other one. Is it here? Oh, it's here. She goes, Jesus, Val, I did a stream a month ago, stood up for Jess in the exit interview with Aiden because it was hard to watch, in my opinion. I will do this once because I care about you as a person, but I won't let anyone to hold me responsible for the words or actions of anyone besides me. I do not condone wishing death or addiction upon you or anyone else for that matter. That should be a baseline standard for humanity, but I guess nothing is baseline anymore in this fucked up place. Peace. Valerie then puts a clip and says, you said a lot more in that exit interview in defense of Jess. So is wishing death and addiction on another woman alone? Like, I can't take this seriously. There is absolutely no way that Valerie thinks that that is true, right? And what she's trying to do is stir shit. And then it's almost not necessary, this thing here. Whoops, sorry. Cool, Val. I stand by it. A month before everything with Jolene, Valhalla, Lauren, and others, I said in a stream in direct response to Aiden saying he hated her show 10 times that no man would watch it. I think 1,000 people listen to her every morning. They would be happy to listen to her talk about life, kids, trauma, joy, periods, marriage, etc., without her talking about other people, which is what I said. The truth is, Jess would probably be at 15,000 subs today if she didn't. But things change, relationships change, and she chose to focus on that a lot, and so did many others. We can play Monday morning quarterback and have hindsight, but that is what happened. It appears she is still keeping a lot of people's attention, including yours. So here's what I'd like to say about this. Now that we've established for the people in the back who weren't aware, this is a skit and this is a joke, okay? We don't really wish or manifest anything bad upon Valerie whatsoever. I think that's obvious. I don't know the depth of the relationship between Valerie and Kimberly or Valerie and Jimmy. I have no idea what kind of a relationship these individuals have with each other as either a threesome, you know what I mean? Or like individual Kim and Val or Val and Jimmy. I have no idea. What I will say is this. Over the past 6 months or so, after never saying a word about Valerie, Valerie has targeted me as someone that she doesn't like, that she thinks is racist, and has said on multiple occasions, whether it is on X, in a chat on somebody's YouTube stream, or on a space, some of the most disparaging bullshit lies about me ever. It's actually too much to catalog, okay? It's basically we understood Valerie hated me and was going to say the meanest fucking shit about me ever, okay? Everybody in the chat on the same page with that? Okay, great. Not one time ever did I text, call, or comment to Kimberly or Jimmy and ask them to denounce your words. Never. It doesn't exist on a phone, on a laptop, in somebody's ear, on a voice memo. Never. I, as a grown woman and a grown adult, understand that Kimberly is not responsible for what you say. Jimmy is not responsible for what you say. This goes back even further. When Jimmy was friends with Jen Altman, I still never said, I don't want you to be friends with her. Or did you see what she said about me? It was actually deliberate to never say anything. I never wanted them to feel uncomfortable. I never wanted them to feel like they were responsible. I also don't consider your personality and how you act to be even remotely adjacent to how Kim or Jimmy acts. Jimmy has his own brain, Kim has her own brain, and then you have some fucking crazy bullshit brain over here. And I never thought that they should ever have to denounce or co-sign or speak to or any of the shit that you say. I literally let them exist in that space because I'm not a jealous fucking bitch. And I don't need attention. And I don't need people to like fucking pledge allegiance to me. I just exist. And if I choose to be friends with Kimberly, knowing she's friends with you or Jen Altman or Lauren, that's my choice to be friends with Kimberly. If Jimmy has a relationship with you and hangs out with you and goes to the casino with you, I choose to either be friends with Jimmy or I don't. Same thing when he was friends with Jen Altman. Jen Altman is the biggest fucking dragger of me on the internet, and Jimmy was friends with her. And I, on Bible, never fucking said one word to Jimmy. You should try that. And to try to drag your friend on the internet for shit I said on an internet show as a skit shows you're not even really a fucking friend. Now, I have never given advice to Jimmy or Kim about you, but here's my take. If you want to listen to me, I would suggest really paying attention to the behaviors of this individual and start weighing out what good they are bringing into your life, as opposed to these behaviors like this, which are clearly demonstrating that they don't care about you. How can somebody like me, who doesn't know you and Kim and Jimmy nearly as well as Valerie, you guys have been around here together along, how can I care more about you than Valerie does? She doesn't care about you if she's dragging you on the internet. She doesn't care about you if she's posting your fucking screenshot text messages that she knew would make me sad. She doesn't fucking care about you. She's a goddamn fucking parasite. And I don't know why people give her any fucking air. I don't get it. However, that's the first time I've ever said it. And I've never said anything to these people. And I think it's gross and disgusting that this woman is trying to drag fucking Kim. It's gross. Are you not her friend? What are you doing? So I have to address it because, first of all, this is a fucking skit and a joke, Valerie. I don't know anything about your life. I hope you're living and thriving, Big Husky, okay? I really hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're living your life the way that you want, and you have people around you, and you have a good life and good kids and a good relationship and all of that shit. But stop doing this to these people. They've never been anything but nice to you. What are you doing? You know what? In my unbothered book today, you know what I'm going to say? I hope everybody turns against you. I hope everybody fucking wakes up one day and says, we're not going to fucking give this wildebeest one more fucking bit of fucking energy. And you are sitting on the outsides of spaces yelling at yourself because this is nasty, gross behavior. And I'm a nasty fucking person. I'll drag all these people all day. I haven't even started yet. It's 9:45. We'll get going. But like, I don't know, man. What are you doing? And good for Kim for fucking holding her fucking line. And you know what? I'm not even going to talk about Kimberly. I could have talked more about Kimberly. I could talk more about Jim. I don't. That'd be the goddamn day that you start saying that people are responsible for what other people say and do. First of all, if you're going to do that, Valerie, wait for me to say something that's serious. Don't wait for me to fucking do a bit on you. And try to fucking shame her on the internet over co-signing something. Wait until I say something really fucking nasty about you, or pull up all the fucking docs about you that people sent me when you were fucking dragging me, because I got all those too. I know where you live. I know everything. So when I start doing that shit, then tag Kimberly. Until then, over a bit, over a skit, you don't, what's your fucking, how low will you go, honestly? And what do you contribute to this community? You do spaces where you yell and you drag people. Do a space about fucking nice shit. Turn it around. Fucking big weirdo. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's really just fucked up, dude. What kind of friend are you to these people? I don't know. Anyway. Let's keep going. Let me cross that off my fucking list. Doxing Cheryl, correct. Megan Fox, we handled that. let's get into last night with Jason. Everybody good? All right. She contributes nothing. She just does this shit to get people fucking upset or whatever. Big husky, big weirdo. Facts. All right. So I canceled Money After Dark last night. J7 messaged me and she said, well, I think I'm going to do a show then. If you're not going to, I said, yeah, go have a good time. And I think, and I don't want to speak for her, but I think like she was like, oh, I'll do a show. And she worked on it all afternoon and she came up with like, as opposed to, and I'm not even saying she just does it all off the cuff. She definitely prepares for her shows, but she kind of prepared for the show and was going to bring in some topics and things. And in my opinion, there was a conflict between her and Kane. That is the least of our concerns with this whole thing, right? So they start the show and they're not too far into it, and there's a conflict and a crash out over Alex Jones. Alex Jones is the curator of InfoWars, and most notably was sued by families of Sandy Hook for his statements and his words that alleged or alluded to in some broad scope that there were no real victims of Sandy Hook shooting. Now, prior to the Sandy Hook comments, I was a casual listener of him. I don't think I follow him on any social media or anything like that. I kind of know who he is or whatever. But for me, when he started talking about the Sandy Hook stuff, whatever it was, I completely turned off. I don't care. I've talked at times about my stuff about Sandy Hook. I've talked about how I worked with the Sandy Hook Promise Program. I was a leader for my community in that. I talk about this whole thing. So I'm not, it's not even a fan. I just don't entertain. I'm not interested. Very far right conspiracy theorist people do not like appeal to me in any way. And so as Republican or conservative as I am, it's just a turnoff. People, it's the far on either side really just fucking is a turnoff for me, but whatever. So anyway, this conversation between the two of them, I'm not going to say what triggered her. I'm not going to say what triggered him, but it caused her to fucking shut the show down. Okay. So she shuts the show down, and apparently looking like she deleted all of their shows. I texted her and I said, did you delete the shows? And she said, no, I just privated them. Okay. But what I saw afterwards was Kane was on Lauren's show last night. Okay. So give me a second and we're going to pull that up. Because it was, I don't even know what to say at first. So let's get it. And also normally would not do this, but we need to, what's her name again? Okay. So a second. So let's get to this. Everybody good?
Talk about the fundraiser. And yeah, so we'll just continue to talk about that. If he pops back in, but so anyways, so we're gonna have a jammed packed show. I'm gonna be doing
just so you know, this is killing
the
me.
scheduling as far as like blocks of who's where, and we may have to, it just depends on how many people and how it breaks down. I'll be doing that later, but we may have like 30-minute blocks instead of like hour blocks, or if there's only like 3 or 4, then I just don't want it to have it like too big where it's like 10 people.
Okay.
I don't like ones like that.
Sure.
As far as like,
okay.
It'll be good. Okay. Kane has arrived. Let's add to the stage. Hey, buddy.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. Oh, you're really loud. Hold on, let me turn you down.
Yeah,
No, that's okay. Okay.
Don't worry, I was turned down on my show with J7. She had my mic all the way down until I called her out, and then eventually it got to the right, the right frequency or whatever. But
So I want to just tell you that I didn't catch this at the beginning, and I still don't know how this came to be, right? So what I am going to guess at this point, until I'm confirmed either way, and somebody can text me, I'm assuming she was live. His show with Jessica ended, and he jumped into the chat and then said something, and she threw him a link. That's what I'm going to guess. And I'm going to talk about that in a second.
But
yeah. So what happened? Sounds
well, you heard that part of it. I mean, that's really just a small tidbit of, I came on stream today, and whatever, we weren't going to do the show today, which is fine, because there was a again, there's another show going on, so we don't do our show, which I don't understand. I can't wrap my mind around these things.
Okay, Kane. So here's the thing. You're right. When people have shows, you don't need to schedule your show around that. Many people will say, you go live when you go live or whatever, right? However, some content creators, myself included, don't like to make our audiences choose. It has nothing about the views for me, doesn't have anything to do about the money. It has to do with my audience feeling like they have to choose. And I think for the listening, viewing experience, for me, I don't want people who like my show to have to pick between watching Nurse Kim and my show. I also think sometimes because of the content, you want to hear it the same day. And they might not only have an hour or two to watch one show, and then they're going to miss the other show. So it's less about the other people doing content. And because even though there is some sort of unwritten rule that you shouldn't do it, it really does have to do with the experience for your followers and listeners, of which Kane doesn't know anything about because he has none.
So
which show? Which show?
The Bunny After Dark was coming on. She didn't want to do a show.
Oh, I got you.
Sure, Lauren. Sure, Lauren. Like, you don't fucking know my show is every Wednesday night. That you didn't know Bunny After Dark was coming. Spare me.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck it. I don't care. No big deal. But then she's not doing her show, so I go, we're going to go on. Okay. So we go on. But like the stuff that she wants to do on that show, it's like we're like copying another show. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be Jessica Machado. No offense to her. I like her, but it's not what I want to do. I mean, we have a show that's working. Right. We're having a good time doing it. I'm not sure why we're going to change tactics and go some weird route. Doing a show about trying to copy another show. It makes no sense. Trying to tell her you need to be yourself. Nobody gives a fuck about this stuff. They're coming here to listen to us speak or whatever. They don't want fucking videos that are an hour long. They don't want all fluff and bullshit that's not real. Like last night we came on stream. She's bringing people on. I don't even know who they are. They fucked up the whole flow of the show. And we bring Sparky Rabbit on, and we have to bring Jessica on the show. It's like, why? You don't have to. You gotta move away from that stuff and do your own fucking show. That's when
this man is saying this as he just impulsively gets added to this show. And then as they're talking, Valhalla impulsively joins the show. So he is criticizing the format of bringing people on. And then when that person is on, another person feels provoked. He's criticizing that format as it is actually a format that he is currently participating in.
I'm trying to explain to her. And sorry, do you swear on the show or not? I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
All right. Yeah. So
she cares about you, Kane. She cares about you. They are here for you.
So today she told me to shut up at one point. I was talking about a segment on the Kirk Minahan show that she didn't even watch. And she's just like trying to cut in. And I'm trying to be like, well, you didn't even watch it. I'm trying to explain to you. And she's like, stop cutting me off. So at that point, she went into that Alex Jones thing and fuck it. I just let it go. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to listen to that.
Well, I mean,
so this just goes on, right? This just goes on. Lauren Lauren right here, in case Kane doesn't see it as it's happening, and he'll watch it now because he watches every one of my shows. Lauren is an opportunist, and she is exploiting what happened in your show 10 minutes earlier and exploiting that on her show, because it is very obvious that this would be a wonderful piece of glass to add to the anti-Jessica Machado menagerie, so to speak. And so you, because you are a beta male and you are so soft, you couldn't close your laptop, go finish your fucking beer, and go to bed and go nights. Instead, in your feelings and feeling so hurt by a mini little blow up between you and Jessica Walsh, you had no choice in your brain to run to the enemy territory on a stream that clearly hates your co-host, but also has lied about me, and go over there to get feelings validated. This is the weakest fucking display I have seen in a very long time. And it is coming after you were at rock bottom and Jessica Walsh pulled you the fuck out of it. Your show left the Minahan Network. It came over to do its own thing, riding on the coattails of the notoriety that I gave you. And then you go and start a show and you got no views. No, I don't know if you got rid of your videos. I don't even know. You got no views, Kane. Nobody was watching your show. It was bleak. I know this because I would screenshot it and enjoy it to see that there were no fucking views, right? I loved it. I was watching. I was going, ha, 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 Kane, Kane, Kane. And then out of the goodness of her fucking heart, this bitch decides to fucking bring you on board and give you life. She resuscitated you. She dug up your fucking grave where we buried you and put your fucking carcass on screen with her. And she gave you some sort of likability. And then you turned into Sad Dad. And then you had a fucking show going, which, by the way, was hers and you were added to. Okay. So then people start liking you again. God damn it. I was liking you again, Kane. I was like, oh, Kane. I love Kane's reactions, right? I love his reactions. Well, this is funny. And in a way, you kind of tempered Jessica, right? Because Jessica by herself can be caged animally, right? But then there's Kane, Sad Dad, sitting back, chugging back the beers, and he kind of makes it all just kind of like likable again, right? Whatever it was, it fucking worked. You're getting more views with Jess Walsh than you ever got on the Minifan Network or ever. And when she is having either a bad night or picks up on the undercurrent of you being unhappy with something, which you chose not to address to her either in a text or a phone call or a message, you just fucking manifested it on a show midstream, and she reacts to it in a negative way, of course, because it's Jessica Walsh. She's going to fucking crash out. Instead of just going to bed, you needed somebody to heal your inner child, and so you went to this fucking bitch. And she's going to sit here and she's going to caress your fucking ball sack and make you feel some sort of fucking way. You need somebody to hug you, Kane. You need somebody to make you feel better. What the fuck is wrong with you? Where is the common sense? Clearly not here.
Conspiracy theories about fucking 6 and 7-year-old kids getting killed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's a line, you know? There's a line that you have to draw. And it's like, I'm not doing that. So
Yeah.
it's,
Well, I didn't think you were rude or anything. I thought you were pretty calm.
Of course. Validate him, queen.
So,
well, I mean, it really wasn't just about that. It's just about the idea of like, we're bringing all these people on the show. We're bringing on people like BDO and Freddie Lynn, who comes on and
the most richest thing happens. The richest fucking shit happens. This bitch adds BDO to this fucking panel. He is literally bitching and complaining about it, and she adds him to this fucking panel.
tries to attacks me about something about my kids. It's like, why are we bringing these people on the show? Like, I don't understand. Like, we're here doing the show. We don't need these other people.
right.
So it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And then now today, all the stuff's deleted because you didn't like what you heard on the stream. It's like, what are you, a child? You know,
Yeah,
I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
So,
That's frustrating. I don't know what kind of situation you guys have set up for the show, but
Mm.
Obviously, if you guys are partners, then that is really frustrating. You're
Sure.
okay if he comes up and join us? You know he's chill.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, he's not.
I'll let him on. Yeah, I'll
Now enter Valhalla.
let him on.
He's chill. Yeah, he's cool. All right. Valhalla, I'll put the thing in the link. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think she'll be back.
It's really not even about the Alex Jones thing. It's just about like doing your own show. Like I don't think she realizes it. She got lucky. Like she clicked with me nice, and that's good. But I've been doing this for a good amount of time, and it's hard to find like a good flow. It's not easy to do. Like I've had a lot of time.
You've been doing this for a long time, and you literally peaked at like 38 views per show. Kane, what are you talking about?
You try things, you do different things, and then like we just click. So I'm like, it's not, why throw it away to bring on these fucking people that come on the show that don't deliver anything? I don't need.
The only person who threw it away was you, Kane. You.
Sparkly Rabbit on the show. I just don't. I don't need her and Jessica.
Like her.
Yeah, it's like they're gonna fight each other, and that's fine. And I'm trying to say stuff. She's muting me last night, and I'm like, I just don't. That's what I don't want. I don't want any part of that. If you want to go on and do your own shows, go ahead. You want to bring on other people and do that to them, that's fine. I just have no interest in it. I'd rather, I thought we were doing a pretty good job, and now it seems that it's over, Lauren. It's everything is deleted. All that fucking work I put in, deleted. So it's
Look at Lauren shaking her head.
sad. It's very, very sad. So
well, I wouldn't be so quick. I don't know. She may.
You can get that back. I don't know. I don't even know anything about it. Can you actually get the deleted videos back? Well, let's ask the guy who makes the fake receipts. He'll know.
No, he didn't make it. I pulled it up and he had it on his thing. You know better. We didn't make that shit. I was going over it.
Those receipts are the ones that Jessica sent Turtlebot, and Jessica refused to send to me, but Turtlebot had permission to share them. And
she had the regular receipts though in her email. You think she faked those?
Oh, no, I agree. At this point, I agree. I agree that.
Thank you, my liege. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Lauren does
emails.
No.
No.
What? That was the thing.
Let me clarify, actually, if I may.
Ahead. Yeah.
At this point, yes, I now believe that she paid $447 in 5 payments for 20 minutes for some reason, which still doesn't make a damn bit of sense to me.
Yeah.
But after she.
Allow me. If I remember correctly, I had a $400 limit on how many transactions I could do on that business card. And I had to go and change the limit so that I could continue to make a payment. I believe, if I'm correct, it was a $400 limit, or maybe it was the 3, but I had a limit and I had to go. My transaction got denied. And then I got a notification, a text message where it got denied. And I had to go and change my limit because I put limits on my business account because I never used it. So this motherfucker, like, already again with the conspiracy theories, it makes no sense to me. There was 20 minutes in between because I had to fucking change my fucking stuff on my card, dude. What the fuck do you know?
Showed that those were hyperlinks and whatnot. Yeah, I believe that she paid the $447 now. That's
good. That's progress for everybody, I guess.
Yeah,
well,
and
it is on my business, but
that's the thing. I even told Jess when she was on, I was like, yeah, it could absolutely be something.
Lauren, you literally said that my links were not the same as that guy's links. You're a liar. You're lying. It almost doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. I didn't do it fast enough. He'll say, oh, she should have done it sooner. I didn't care. I didn't think I had to fucking owe you people anything. I didn't like the way you guys were dragging me and that it was coming through during the Baker shit. Like, to me, like, you're shit stirring. If this was prior to, or not even now, but after the fact, maybe I would have taken it more seriously. But who the fuck are you people at the height of this frenzy of this pile-on to pile on some more and more and more? I was fucking defiant. Fuck you people. You know what I mean? And Turtlebot was really the one that changed it. It was like, fight for your fucking self here. Fine. But I don't owe these people anything. And I love how they're saying, like, oh, the 447, I believe she. So what's going to be the next phase? She didn't really refund. She didn't really pay her fee for her her Shopify account. She didn't really refund anything. So what, that number now you're going to dispute? Like, what's next? What's the next part of it? We finally forced them and had no choice but to fucking publicly state, yes, we were wrong. We didn't, whatever. And we're going to show the screenshot because Valhalla in the chat later on in Jess Walsh's chat says that he didn't properly vet the screenshot that was given to him where somebody literally altered my account information. Like, so
that
this
someone's
right here,
changed.
to be
I don't
honest
know.
with you,
I'm
I
just
don't
going
even-
over it. And I
Sure
think
you
that's
were
when-
going.
She could have done that June 18th, though.
I had no obligation to do that. You're not my boss. None of you people are my boss. I really just didn't think people could just flat out lie about something they know nothing about, sir. I thought it was incredulous.
Privately, I think she intentionally drew this out publicly.
Yes, at the height of everybody on the internet making fun of me, at the height of Jolene's fucking roasts, I deliberately wanted to draw out something like this so that it could get worse. You got it.
For content. I believe that whole
For content, the content that I was putting out over the past 30 days was the worst content of my fucking life. I was barely alive. For content,
wholeheartedly.
I don't know. All I know
I
is
do.
I'm
I
sure
100%
she
believe
how people can speak about me with conviction is fucking nuts.
donated, and I feel once I looked
Shut up.
over the emails more,
You're
I'm
trash.
doing it with her. Believe it or not, like I really.
And this is all
do.
trash. This man,
like,
this
when
guy
you have
right
good things
here.
to talk about that you don't
Kane,
not.
and then I'm not even going to deal with it. This guy Valhalla at the bottom is like, Kane, you want me to show you how to stream? I'll help you. Say, fucking, Kane finally gets it at one point. He's just like, no, man, I'm good. Like, this is gross, Kane. It's gross. It's gross. So Kane then today is doing damage control.
Made it through the night. Yeah, it was a scary night. Scary night. I know what was going to happen. I had chairs in front of the door. Doors double locked, triple locked. Called the security company. Put the police and the first responders on alert. Who knows what's going to happen? I saw voodoo dolls getting heads chopped off. People getting screamed at. I mean, for Christ's sakes, I went on Lauren's stream. That's how sad I was. How sad is that? I had to get mansplained by Valhalla. I mean, not great. Not a great look all around. But I'm a big Jessica Walsh guy. I think she has a great heart. I don't, everybody's entitled to their opinions. We had a disagreement. It's our first fight as a podcast couple. It's going to happen again. We will disagree on things, and we just had a pretty big disagreement. I don't know. Not a big deal. I took it in stride. I don't understand why we stopped the show. Clips are being cut, and people in Denmark are doing shows about you. You're not reacting to them anymore. They're reacting to you, J7. So, whether they want to call you, crazy, or they want to say this and that about you, that you need help and all this stuff. I'm telling you, you're doing great out there. I know who you are. We've had great conversations. We shouldn't ruin, a really fun and great show over, a disagreement. That's what I would say. But I support you, whatever you want to do. But look, I think we should stick it out. It'll be worth it in the end.
So, like, great, right? Great. Two things. Here's my take. Two things. The first is this reminds me of my issue I had with Kane, where he plays dumb and he's like, well, I didn't know this would be a big deal, right? When I share a Jen Altman screenshot, right? Or agree with Jen Altman on something. It's like this, I play dumb, I play stupid. There isn't anybody on the internet that knows more about the dynamics, the partnerships, the drama, the gossip about everybody out here than that man Kane. Kane knows everything because he watches everything. He consumes every lick of it. He knows exactly where Lauren is with Jessica. He knows exactly where Lauren is with me. He knows exactly where Valhalla is with me. He knows exactly where Valhalla is with Jess Walsh. And he deliberately goes and does this as a big fuck you to Jessica Walsh and to me. And I will never accept that he doesn't see that. I know he does. So this triggers me because it's very reminiscent of what he did to me before. And fuck Jessica Walsh, who brought him back into the fold and made us kind of like him again and make him likable. The second part about it is when, for me, like things have just had been so bad that any glimmer of like support made me feel better. So seeing Kane like give his take on, and very vocally on the show say like what these people are doing to Jess is crazy and wrong, because there weren't many people doing that, I hung on that. You know what I mean? Like it was in all of this when you turn on the internet and there's like 15 different live streams talking about you in a negative way, it mattered a lot that there was at least a handful of people that were saying that's not true, I disagree, and I'm willing to publicly say that. Like Post Woke World, Kane, Jess, like, and then also like all my followers in the chats and things like that, like Moons and Oceans, like these people went to bat for me. And in my mind, I had like this group that I was like, I love them and I'm so grateful for them. And I liked them before, but something was a little different when things were really bad. And I'm mad that Kane makes me feel differently about that now because there's no loyalty here, right? There's no loyalty when you go and do this. You're putting yourself above the cause. You're putting yourself about everything. And then furthermore, even if we didn't care about that, which for the most part, I don't, even if he felt like he needed a place to land last night to feel better about what happened between him and Jessica instead of sleeping on it, fine. But what really gets me is that they on the stream consider this like a win. They consider this like they got Kane and they brought him over. They helped him lick his wounds. They offered him a place to land. They offered him, like affirmations, nodding of the heads, we'll help you, whatever. And this fucking cuck lets them do that. He gave them that opportunity to do it. And it's gross to me. It's fucking gross to me. And I may not know a lot about what's going on out here. I may be new to this whole thing. I certainly learned a lot over the past month and a half, but I will tell you, I am a loyal fucking bitch. And if you question that, understand that the things that I say about Aiden, the little chirping and the little digs and things like that are nothing in comparison to what I could say about him. And that's not even talking about things that nobody knows. I could literally give my opinion on every statement he ever made and contradict it and go hard on him. I could change minds. I know I could change minds. I haven't even said anything yet, and I know I could change minds. My loyalty to him is my silence, whether people believe that or not. This guy doesn't know anything about loyalty. Kane cares about himself. Kane cares about him. He cares about views. If I were Jessica, I wouldn't take him back. But if she does, there needs to be a very, very fucking clear some sort of a contract set. It's not your show, Kane. You show up every day. You turn your camera on with a fucking beer, 2 in your fucking stomach and 1 in your hand, and you let her put on the show and you give your opinion on things. That's not a co-host. You're the Ed McMahon to her Johnny Carson, okay? You do not put in the work. You literally do nothing. And if anything, you temper her. And that, while that has value, I wouldn't take you back. I would say go back on your own. You know what? Go on that side. Watch what happens. You will land over there and you will suck over there as well. You will at some point, if you didn't feel it already during this interview or this show, you will feel like you're being used, which you are. And then you will go back to oblivion where you were and you will have nobody watching you, and you will truly be sad dad again. Maybe 5-6 years ago, I wasn't the kind of person that would sleep on it. I sleep on things. I fucking take my time. I think about things, and I make a decision on how I'm going to react. I know people don't think that, but I do. This guy, he's so damaged. He needs to go and everybody give Kane a hug today after the show. He's going to need it. He's going to need it. Gross. I texted him last night when he was on the show, and I said, you're on a stream with 2 people who pushed a lie that I stole from veterans. What are you doing? Dude, this is gross. I said, these people dragged me for weeks. How are you even talking to them? And he goes, I told them that. I'll go on any stream I feel like it. Okay. And I said, well, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Unfortunate. And he said, I didn't take any shots at anyone. All shows are deleted. That's unfortunate. I said, they aren't deleted. She made them private. You probably could have just sat with it until tomorrow. No reason to run to enemy territory to feel validated. And these people will continue to talk about this and getting you on that side or whatever. Your video that you put out this morning doesn't do enough to counter this whole thing that you did over here with these people. Even sick. What are you talking about? What's going on here? I don't like you. I don't like that. I don't want you here. Bye. So there's this whole thing. And then again, like he literally is like, oh, you know, they bring BDO on. She's bringing BDO on. Like, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? I
mean, you guys have fucking studios. I'm here on my fucking on my Android. I don't give a fuck. None of this means shit to me. Like, I don't give a fuck.
It's a good way to.
It should all be taken
view it.
way less
Yeah.
seriously, in my humble opinion.
Right.
Yeah, that's
All
the
of it.
thing, though.
Too serious. Yeah.
Now, BDO jumping in on this too. Another one. Another one. What are you doing? Where's your handler? These men need wives, okay? They need wives. These people need women to ground them and bring them back to the fucking reality. Now, I'm hearing there's a woman here. I don't know what's going on, but like this guy too, you're dead to me. Not like you had, like on the scale of 1 to 100, like bunny fans, like you're a 101, but whatever. But this is, this, they don't like you. They don't like you. And me saying that is going to make them challenge themselves to like you, right? But they don't like you. They are looking for anybody that is on this side of things to slowly extract them and bring them over to the other side, because those are the kinds of mini fucking battles that they think that they need to win. The real battle is out here on these YouTube streets where I do the show every day despite your best fucking efforts of lying about me. That's the battle. That's a real battle. This stupid shit is dumb. I'm talking about it because I fucking can, and I'm sick and I didn't really put on a fucking show for you today, but here it is for you. This is just gross. So, I mean, Kane contradicting Kane, it's just, I can't. And then in here, somewhere in here, and I don't want to play it because it's trash, but he's like, you know, people like saying, you know, terrible things about people. My very first interaction with BDO was I was on a space with Jake and a bunch of like KMS people, and this redhead barges into the space and he's like, fuck your retarded fucking dead gay dad. And I'm going, why are we allowing this person to act like this? And it was always like alcohol. And I was like, well, that's not an excuse, you know? And then it's like, why? Listen, we don't want to talk about the KMS world because it is its own ecosystem and it survives somehow despite the odds. But bottom feeders like BDO and Kane, like they live at the bottom of the food chain down there. Okay, they live at the bottom of the food chain, and that is why people like these people, whatever. Now that brings me to my next. Let's remove this. Let's go over here to this. Where is it? Okay. So someone was asking, Valhalla, who gave you the doctored screenshots that you had on your show with the 2014 on them? And his response is, the 2014 post was a mistake. It was sent to me and I didn't vet it well enough. It was up for about 20 minutes while I was at the grocery store. The YouTube report, however, was a screenshot from her laptop. Correct. So, sir, I reported the stream where that screenshot was being shared. I reported Lauren's stream. You're admitting in a chat, by the way, maybe post it as a post on your YouTube channel, right? Because if that's where you posted the screenshot, that's where you should post the redaction. But whatever, I don't care. But that post is what Lauren shared on her show, and I reported the show because it was false information. You are here now in a comment section on Jessica Walsh's show last night saying like it was, you're not going to say who gave it to you. Fine. You're going to admit in the comment section that it was a mistake. Fine. But then you're going to say about it's 100%. I've already admitted that I reported her stream. It was false information. It was a lie. You shared a screenshot with certainty. And I would have reported you, but you put it as a post in your YouTube. I can't report that. So, or maybe I can, I just didn't know. But I would have reported that too because it was a fucking doctored screenshot. You guys are entering into dangerous territory when you do that. Nothing you ever say anymore can ever be believed because you share lies. I think that is everything that I had. What is this? Oh my God. Please. This is the funniest thing. Go stroke your wig and go find your fleshlight in a bowl full of Legos, you freak. This is the best fucking thing I have ever seen on the internet. Now, I did wake up to somebody telling me that JFK had a show yesterday and he talked very nicely about me again. Thank you. But this screenshot got sent to me and I am absolutely obsessed with this. Go stroke your wig and go find your fleshlight in a bowl full of Legos, you freak. All right. I have not checked on the chat in a bit. Let's go check the chat. How is the chat? Oh, you know what? Does this matter for you guys? Should this be like this? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Does that better? No, because then you can't see me. I don't know if I like that. All right. I got to get rid of that. That doesn't work. I'm so sorry. All right, let's do our, I took my flowers away because I have to change the water and kind of refresh them. I found this, it's a seashell. It's a light though. I got to plug it in, but it's a seashell light. I love it. I do want to talk about, I'm redecorating my living room and dining room. Okay. And so we're going to do this. We're going to take some calls and then we're going to be done for the day because I'm just not feeling so hot. Okay. But I'm in the process of decorating, redesigning my living room. And I had this whole idea and I don't know how I don't know. I'm not good at decorating. openly admitted I just am not very good at it. And I'm also not very good at like coming up with like how things should look like overall, which is why I asked TT to assist. So TT, I said, listen, here's the look I'm going for. At first I said coastal, and she sent me some coastal-y things. I was like, nope, this is too coastal-y. And then she sent me another set of things, and she was like, it's more like Nantucket because it includes a lot of wood and things like that. So we kind of like changed some things up. I had two of my favorite rugs. So same rug. I'll show you this in a little while. We're going to discuss it. So rugs are a problem for me. The reason is it is the biggest disappointment in my adult life how much rugs cost. I took complete for granted all of the carpeting when I was a kid in my grandparents' house and my own home because it is an absolute fortune. Now, I don't know if it was in the 70s or 80s, but in 2025, 2026, carpets are a fucking bitch. They are expensive to install. Even area rugs are expensive. So I have a living room, dining room combo downstairs. I'll find a picture and I'll show it on the screen. They are together. My house is old. It has oak floors. We are not carpeting them, obviously. So we need area rugs. I had cheap ones. One of the rugs was in the house when we bought it. It was new, like an area rug. We kept it. Eventually, we would buy just like cheap rugs or whatever. And then I bought my favorite rugs of all time. Not too thick, not the washable ones. Those washable rugs, right, that you can get on like Amazon or wherever, and then you can fold them up and you can throw them in the washing machine. I have a whole theory on that. I believe those rugs are made by China to kill people because the minute those things catch fire, it is just like an accelerant and you stand no chance. So I have a whole theory on this. But anyway, I bought those for my studio and because they were cheap and they were for the studio, but for my home, no. So several years ago, I finally splurged on the rugs that I wanted for my living room, dining room combo. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to show you the rug. Do you want me to do it now? I'm going to show you how great they are. And then we adopted Quincy. And unlike my other dog, Reagan and Lincoln, who has passed away, those dogs were rescue dogs, but they were already older. Reagan was already 1.5 years, and we believe Lincoln was like 7. So these dogs were already trained. Quincy we adopted right as a puppy. He was a rescue as well, but he was not trained. So this is the first dog that my husband has actually had to crate train. Now we had my golden retriever Jackson before. I got as a puppy with Julia's dad, but he went to a trainer, so he was trained. So never an accident. Quincy comes on the scene, and Quincilium wins over Jeffrey's heart in a way where my husband displayed weakness like I've never seen before. Now, this is a man who was in the army. Okay. My husband's weakness with this dog destroyed our home. We got a crate from my mod Lauren because she had just gotten a dog. She gave us the crate to use, and we're crate training Quincy. And that dog would cry, and my husband would go and get the dog. And I would say, this is for the best. We are going to crate train this dog. And Jeff would not do it. We would go out. The dog would start crying. Jeff would say, we're going to leave him out. I said, Jeff, we cannot leave this dog. And Jeff was like, I'll clean it up. I'll do it. This dog destroyed all of my carpeting in my back family room, right? Wall-to-wall carpeting. And then he destroyed one of my 2 favorite rugs. Now, for some reason, he didn't do the one under the dining room table, even though they were same. He would constantly pee on the one in the front living room. And so I made an executive decision and I pulled the one under the dining room table, and Georgia loved it so much. It's actually her rug in her room. And I thought for sure I would never find the rug again. Turns out Wayfair still has them. So I'm going to show you. That being said, I originally told TT my base rug, 2 of the same, 2 9x12s or like 7x9s or whatever. I need them big. We're going to be like this light tan plaid rug. And I showed it to her and she kind of built everything around it. But yesterday, by the grace of God, I found my favorite rug from Wayfair. I'm going to show it to you. And now we have to change everything. I know. Hold on. I'm going to show it to you. Just let me get it. Now, there's two. They kind of look the same. I have to go back and take a look, but let me show you. Okay, this is the rug. Nope. Okay, this is it. This one. Now, I don't like any of this decoration back here. This stuff, I hate all of this. This is all too modern for me, especially these slats. It's giving Lawyer podcast. Whatever happened to that Karen Reed podcast? Anyway, this is the rug. I had two of these in like the largest size they make. And one of them is now currently upstairs in George's room. But this is the rug that I want to put back in my living room, in my dining room. And this is the rug that I want. This is it. I want this rug. So TT has to, unfortunately, rebuild everything around this rug. The largest size it has here is the 7x9. See, this is why I don't think it's this one. I'm telling you, I think it might be this one. Because this one, see, it's a little lighter. This one comes in the larger size, I believe. And this is this one right here. See, it comes in 9x12. That's this. This is it. See, so nice. See, and it's not too thick and it's not too thin. You just put a little pad underneath, but this is the one. Yes. So I have to rebuild TT. TT, we have to change everything. Okay. This is the rug. So we have to change the whole fucking living room situation, dining room situation. I know. It's very dark, but we're doing cream walls, right? And we have you'll see. Trust the process on this. Trust the process. So anyway, we're screwed. We have to change everything. So TT has to. I need a so Nantucket is out. Well, technically we can still do Nantucket-y things. I need her to work around it. Some really good Nantucket homes have like a rug like this. Just this is like a cheap version of it. Hold on one second. We're going to talk about something else too in a minute. Give me a minute. Can somebody drop a number in the chat? We have to do this page. My bra is so tight. I want to take it off. It hurts. I need a number. 23 from Laura. Okay. Day 23. This is a joke. This is a bit. This is a skit. Okay. After this, we need to talk about the Cations show. Day 23. Your truth is so much more than settling for familiar, ordinary, or routine. Your truth is one where you are always pushing yourself to search for what lights you up inside, people, places, interests, and passions. That is your truth. Okay. How do you feel? Anxious? No. Guilty? No. Insecure? No. Alone? No. Angry? No. Afraid? No. Unsure? No. Lost? No. Jealous? No. Unfocused? A little unfocused today. Impatient? No. How do I want to feel? Peaceful? I feel it. Appreciated? Obviously. Confident? No other way to live. Energized? Not energized today. Grateful? Always. Present? Moderately. Worthy? Always. Strong? Physically, no. Mentally, yes. Capable, strong, yes, because I fucking did the show. I want to be in bed. I want to take more emotional support Tylenol, drink 2 bottles of water, and go to bed. Capable, I wouldn't depend on me. I saw Jeff this morning on his way out the door, and he goes, "We're out of beverages." I'm going, I'll get right on it. Optimistic, sure. Motivated, moderately. What's on my mind? Don't overthink it. Literally just write whatever is on your mind right now. Valerie is a terrible friend. Kane is a weak man. My stomach hurts. I am at the very least still pretty. How unbothered am I today? I'm bothered. I'm bothered by Kane's actions. I'm only a 5. Where's my head right now? Is it in the past? What opened my eyes? Is it in the present? What am I grateful for? Future, what do I deserve? In the past, what opened my eyes? You dumb bitch. Kane showed you who he really is once, and you ignored him. Don't do it again. Present, what am I grateful for? That while sick, at least my kids aren't toddlers. Those weren't fun days. Future, what do I deserve? How many days until vacations? Not telling you where I'm going. I'm not telling you anything about my vacation. It's my first vacation alone with my husband in since 2013. It's in 13 years. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15 days. What do I deserve? Vacations in 15 days. Right now, am I chasing or retracting? I don't feel in control. I do. I feel desperate and lost. No. I feel jealous of others. Never. I feel unworthy. No. I'm impatient. No. There's a lot missing from my life. No. I'm not ready. I mean, for life today, barely. I feel out of my league. Never. I feel guilty for not doing more. No. I'm worried about my life's what ifs. We're just skipping over this one now. I'm living my truth and my passion. Yes. Everything that happens is an opportunity. Yes. I'm being kind to myself. Yes. I'm putting myself first. We're not quite there yet. I'm grateful for many things. Yeah, I'm go back to the other column. I'm impatient. I don't want to do this today. One big thing I want to manifest. TT's new job. Why do you think you met your ex? What did he or she teach you? What lesson has stuck with you? In what ways did he or she open your eyes to truths about yourself or life? That was very unexpected. Why do you think you met your ex? Well, I have 2. For this is I don't want to answer these. I don't want to answer these. Do I have to do it? Why do you think you met your ex? For Julia's dad. He and I met so that I could have stability after years of abuse. He also was very public and well known, and that opened me up to a social life I was never allowed to have. What did he or she teach you? That, I don't know. It's just complicated. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't feel like it. And then with Jason, I don't feel like it either. That's it. You're not asking for too much. When someone doesn't see your worth, I don't feel like doing this today. I don't feel like doing this today. Speaking of exes, then we'll do some phone calls. So I'm going on vacations, and I came up with this great idea to have guest hosts. And so let me do a blanket statement. I got many, many, many requests for people to do fill-ins for the show. And yesterday in real time, I was kind of like, oh, yes, or, oh, I was ignoring some people. I just want to let you know that when I think of like who I want to host the show, it has nothing to do with like whether you're talented, whether you have a show, whether you don't have a show and you're trying to break into show. None of those things come into consideration when I make a decision on who's going to fill in for a week, right? Or a day, but during the week. The number one factor is when I say this person is going to host, how will the chat react? What will be the reaction? Will it be, oh, that sounds nice? Or will it be, what the fuck? I'm going for the what the fuck factor, good or bad. I want to open up the chat so I can see what people will say when I tell you who's going to be hosting the show. Now, I haven't finalized much of these yet, but I do have, I may want to put some people together. I may want somebody to do an hour and then someone to do an hour, because I'd like to have some, there's got to be a reason why you tune in. And you know what I'm about, so you know how this show could go either way. But what's going to make you tune in? So I thought, and I'm very excited to announce that Jack and George's dad is going to be hosting the first day, Monday. So Jason Banville will be hosting 24 on 24 on Monday, August 3rd. Let's just see how the chat feels about that. Oh, perfect. Exactly what I was hoping. Chat's okay with that? Okay, great. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So we talked yesterday. And so what a lot of people don't know is back in the day, and he'll listen, Amy knows him, correct. So, what you don't know is back in the day when I had Bunny After Dark at Hurricane Radio, Jason and I were together. Georgia was little, and things with Jason and I weren't that great. because the week before I had Georgia, Jason got fired from his job, and that put a tremendous amount of stress on our family. And I've talked a lot about this or whatever. Just listen, hear me out. So I was working. Georgia was already like older, like almost 2, maybe, when Mike Herron asked me to do Bunny After Dark. And I came up with the concept, asked me to come on the radio, and I came up with the concept of Bunny After Dark. I was doing that show for a couple of months, and Jason would come occasionally, and Mike Herron was like, dude, you should do a show. And so Jason, who is this? Okay. Somebody just texted me. You blew it with your arrogance and your narcissistic behavior. I only check in to see how low your subscriber counts gets. 8,000 are soon in your sight. You should give workshops on how to destroy a YouTube channel in less than 6 months. Question is, will you read this out loud to your audience? Yes, Beth. Yes, I will, Beth. Phone number 303-523-3584. Yes, I will. Good for you. You did. There you go. Enjoy. Have a great day. Anyway, so Jason got solicited by Mike Herron to do a show. And he did one. He had a show called Metal Sphere. And it was like with a couple of people, and they did a show about like heavy metal music and stuff like that or whatever. So he had a little foray into shows. Also, I think he did some sort of collabs with some other people through the years. It's not completely out of pocket for Jason to host a show. He can do it. And you would think he wouldn't, but I called him, and the first thing he said was, he was like 100%. He doesn't work on Mondays, so I have to change the schedule a little bit because I think maybe I was going to have somebody else there, but Monday is his day off. He's actually going to, now, Jason stays at my house when I'm on vacations. He's going to be here anyway. So he's going to do Monday show from this studio. Maybe we'll give him a different background, but he's going to sit right here, and he's going to host the show on Monday. I told him he can bring on guests. He can do whatever he wants. He can do a whole hour talking shit about me. I think that's what you all deserve. So Jason Banville will be the host on Monday, August 3rd, while I'm on vacations. And I think that you're going to love it. And I think you're going to tune in. I also 100% recommend that he takes phone calls and he answers any fucking question about me whatsoever. The lady Beth who texted me is raging mad. I'm not kidding you. Hold on one second. Look. Bitch. She's so mad. Don't harass me. If you don't want me to leave, lawyer will be contacting you. You took the bait, you dumb bitch. Do you really think this is my name and my number? I don't know. Let's call Beth. She sounds very angry. Let's call. Beth, don't hang up. I'm calling you. Come on, baby. It's okay. You can do it. Come on. Hi, Beth. It's Jess Machado. I just wanted to publicly state, don't contact me again. Weirdo. Sounds like her. I don't know what you want. You want to call somebody who's on the radio and you want to fucking threaten them and you want to call them names. Best of luck. Call your lawyer. Okay. So Jason is going to do day 1, and I am very excited about it. I think it's going to be great. Right? Chat seems to like. We've also locked in day 2. Okay. Day 2, while I'm on vacations, for your viewing pleasure, is going to be a tag team of Pat Ford and Etsy. You're welcome. guys like it? You think it's a great idea? Let's fucking go. This is the reaction that I need now. As much as I was like, Maggie Winterton wants to do it, right? This may be a day where we combine, because Jason is giving access to Jessica energy, T energy, windows into like my life 20 years ago energy. That's what that is, right? And then the Pat Ford and Etsy energy. First of all, the two of them don't know each other, have never collaborated before. 2, they both hosted shows, right? 3, they are both people who at one point were not fan favorites, but have now turned into fan favorites. And I think that the two of them together are perfect. I won't share, but it was Pat Ford who asked to do it with Etsy. So he asked, I messaged her, and she responded unequivocally, yes. I'm thrilled. I think it's going to be perfect. I have no idea what they're going to do. I don't care. Burn it all down. But I think it's absolutely perfect collab for day 2. I need that kind of energy for day 3, 4, and 5. Now, Jessica Walsh and Kane wanted to do Friday and close it out. Verdict is still out on that. I'm not sure that we can bring Kane back on. I'm not sure. Etsy is a very good sport, and I think Pat Ford needs to make his network debut. I was right about Pat Ford. I know everybody in the beginning wasn't, but I was right about him. So anyway, speaking of loyalty, been loyal the whole time, that man, right from the get. So rewards. So I'm very excited for day 1 and day 2 of Cation. So that's the week of August 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we have locked in Jason Banville for day 1 and Pat Ford and Etsy for 2. And I'm very excited. Now, I want Funeral Lady to do a show. I don't have my notes in front of me, but who is Funeral Lady doing it with? Pat Ford, welcome back. I just shared with the chat that you are going to be hosting day 2 of Cation's episodes with Etsy, and the chat went wild, as I knew that they would. So yeah, I don't think Kane can come back. TT, unfortunately, is working. I wanted TT to come on. She may be a guest, but she cannot host, and she would not be able to do it because she has the government job. So TT cannot do it. So I'm listening to everybody's suggestions, and I want another day that it's a little kumbaya-ish, which is what I thought Amy would be great with. And then I think Karen from Harbor Lounge, but then I mean, I'm talking in real time here, and I'm like maybe showing my cards, but like Harbor Lounge is Scott and Karen. And so then it was like Amy and Karen, and then Scott wanted to do a collab with, I can't pull up the text, but Scott was going to do a collab with Moons, maybe. And then I need it to be something. I need it to have that fucking great factor. I'm not saying that you guys don't have it, but do you understand what I'm saying? When Pat and Etsy together are one, and Jason Banville, baby daddy, or another, well, you got to step up. I need more. What can we do? Does this make sense? Scott isn't here anymore. Is he still here? Isn't he? James Jackson, good morning. I'm glad you're here. I have a question for you. I'm going on vacations with my husband alone for the first time in 13 years. And I don't want to lose the algorithm of my channel. And so I decided to have a Cations Week special where I have a different host every day. Would you be interested in hosting either an hour or 2 of my show while I'm on Cations, August 3rd, the week of August 3rd? So I have somebody on Monday, I have somebody on Tuesday. What's your schedule? Karen and I are doing interactive improv games on August 6th. So is that Thursday? Hold on, let me pull up this is Funeral Lady. Thursday. Wait, what's August 6th? Stand by. Okay, so Funeral Lady and Karen are August 6th with interactive improv games. I need, if you would be so kind, is to go to Bestieverse. Somebody posted a video if you haven't seen it. I don't want to talk about it, but maybe we can add OG Bestie for a segment or two. She offered to be the filler. Go find that. Funeral Lady has already made plans. She's going to Maine for it, to where Karen lives. Okay, so we are locking in Amy and Karen on the 6th. Let's see. Let me look back at the chat. And they're going to add Carrie. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Did James Jackson respond to me in the chat? I don't see the little BMW. He's just saying good morning, Pat Ford. He said yes. Wait, did he say yes? I'm not nervous. People are like, I'd be nervous about these people. No, I'm not nervous. He said yes. Stand by. I got to make a phone call. Let's do this in real time. Hi. I'm trying to plot my Cations week, and I don't want Kane on. Would you consider co-hosting with James Jackson? Is he? I will ask him if he's single. You can do Friday with James Jackson. Perfect. Locking it in. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Friday. J7 and James Jackson. Now, perfect. It's perfect. I want Maggie Winterton to participate in this, but I have an idea. Maggie, I would like it to know if you're available every single solitary day to either start or open every show with a news segment. Could you, because you're doing reporting, could you either open a show or close a show with a segment on news? I think I want people to see you, but I think it might be hard for you to carry a 3-hour show, in my opinion. And I do have one other ace in the hole that I think might throw the internet into oblivion, but I still like you to have a part in this. I'm kind of retracting my offer for you to do it one day. Would you consider doing a news segment every single solitary day? Does that make sense? Please let me know. Okay. No shit talking Beast Boy in my chat. He's not lame. Remember earlier in the show when I said that when you're down and things are bad and there are people that are very willing to go up against the grain, against the stream and swim upstream and say Jess Machado is good, and those people and how they offer you comfort during a time when it seems like the pylon is too much. Beast Boy is one of those people. Do not shit talk him here in my chat. It won't be allowed. I mean, you can say and do what you want, but I look at you. I don't like you when you do that. He's a smart guy. He's level-headed. He's been out here a long time, far longer than me, and I will not allow it. His coming to the rescue when all of this glare shit was happening was unprovoked. I was unaware of it, and it really helped me get clarity and say, you know what, you're putting too much clout in a person that has this whole back history. And so I'm so grateful to him. So don't shit talk him in my chat. That's it. I'm over it. If he's over 6'2", he's always at risk for domestic, obviously. So far that's it. Now that leaves one day. It leaves Wednesday. And I'm going to close my eyes and manifest that I get the person and the other person together in a collab to host the show on the Wednesday. I don't want to talk about it. We'll just wait. Okay. All right. So next thing is this. Let's take a couple calls and then we're going to be done for the day because I don't feel so great. As you can tell, look at this face. I'm so sad we didn't get to do Bunny After Dark. All right. So I'm not opening the phone lines yet. Hold on. Now, we're in a little bit of a conundrum and I need to take it to the chat for everybody to talk amongst yourselves. We have this new show, right? We're in the studio. We're showing our face every day. We're showing up every day. We're feeling good. I'm feeling good. Like I should. Meowser loves that song. Is that Surfaces? My husband loves those songs. He has a summer playlist. And stop fucking coming at Meowser. You fucking leave Meowser alone. Do you know how hard it is to be married to me? Do you understand? Leave him alone. Be nice to him. We have this show. The Clancy trial is starting next week. Starts on the 20th for jury selection. I'm feeling like I'd like to attend. I'm feeling like I would like to go in person. If we do that, this show, as it has been, is going to have to be put on hiatus. You will get a 24/24 on the way to court. You will get live tweeting during court, and then you will get 24/24 on the way home. Now, I understand this is a very big commitment. I am not sure how I feel about it. The Karen Reed trial was an extraordinary effort. So I'm taking it to the chat. Does the chat just let me know if you think that we should be doing it, or we can cover it from home. It's going to be live stream and we can just talk about it amongst ourselves. I've never done that before. Obviously Karen Reed, I was in person for both. So let me know your thoughts and what you think. I am feeling like I'd like to be there, but it's going to disrupt everything that we have going on here. So I believe she's in Plymouth. Am I wrong? I think it's Plymouth. Yeah, Plymouth Superior. Yep, jury selection starts on Monday. So that's my thought process. I'm thinking I'd like to do it. So it's really up to you guys. If you want me in court, obviously this is a case I've been following since when I worked for Howie Carr. We talked about it on Howie Carr show. We talked about it for several segments. It was obviously right after it happened. But I've always had a very interesting take on this case. I don't give my opinions. It's very funny. People are talking about the Karen Reed trial, right? And I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jen Altman actually made a statement on her X account. I'd have to go through my screenshots, but she was like, Jessica has always known Karen is guilty. She noticed all she ever did was just write from court. She never gave an opinion either way. You're right about that. I never gave an opinion. I always just kind of thought the best thing to do is for me to just show you what other people weren't showing you. But more than that, I thought the right thing to do is to not report with bias. I always thought that it was better for me to just not have an opinion on it. If you went and listened to me on shows afterwards, especially Brian's, I think you could tell that I was team Karen Reed, but I did shield everybody from that because I just wanted to be taken seriously as a journalist at the time. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. 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 I don't I never gave my opinion. I always just observed. So I would do the exact same thing with the Lindsay Clancy case. Side note, I suffered from postpartum depression with Jack. Very briefly, I actually had the onset of depression just prior to his birth, where, you know, my doctor was very concerned. He was so concerned that I was offered a low dose of medication for the last month of my pregnancy because he felt the risks outweighed like the need. And I had to take some drastic steps, including having my grandmother come and stay with me, and really lighten the load at home, which was already very stressful because Jason was in jail. And so I was going into the birth of my child alone. And I was really not okay, but I felt it was a chemical shift right at the end. And then right after Jack was born, in the hospital, it was just, I wasn't quite right. And I always like thrive on being in control. It is the way that I've been able to like navigate through my life with all of, when you, in my opinion, for me, when you had an adult controlling my life to every extent, whether it's when you can use the bathroom, what you can eat, who you can talk to, where you can go, and that like real severe control, you know, it fucks you up, right? But then, you know, you take that control back, and this is why when things go bad for me in life, or I hit a challenge or a struggle, you know, I always say I can control what I control. I will go clean my Tupperware out. I will clean the junk drawer. I will organize the refrigerator. I will get Q-tips and toothpicks and clean things out, and because it helps me, whatever. I knew that there was something very wrong in the hospital when Jack was born. I didn't want to leave. I did not want to go home. And, you know, with Julia, I couldn't wait to get home. And later on with Georgia, I bounced back after a day. With Jack, I did not want to leave the hospital. I was scared to leave. I wanted to stay there. And so, you know, whatever, I did some things with Lindsay Clancy. It was very obvious to me that there was some sort of postpartum taking place, and it was being either mistreated or not treated at times that ultimately led to the deaths of her children and her attempted suicide. And I think as a woman, I think I have an opinion on this. As a woman who experienced postpartum depression, I watch what happened to Lindsay Clancy, and I think like how close was I to getting that bad? Like I chose the non-medication route, right? I don't know. Like she chose the medication route, and as a nurse, maybe that felt comfortable to her. I don't know. I'm very interested in this. I don't think she should be found guilty of murdering her children, in my opinion. But I would like to report on it. What's the chat saying? Hello, Jenna. So people are saying court. I think so too. Also, remember how I talked about Karen Reed trial 1 and 2 and how I was a broke bitch? I don't know what it's like to go to court and have a decent car that's mine and have money in my bank account. I think it's going to be such a totally different experience to go to court not being broke. It was such a fucking struggle. Sometimes I fucking hated it because it was just so hard to get there. I don't even know what that's going to be like to just every day get into my car. I'm also thinking of trading in my car, and just getting the same car, just a little bit newer, or Jeff wants to. It'll be a year that we've had this one, but it's just a little bit older. I think, what do we have? A 2019 Jeep Cherokee Sport. I think he just wants to see if we can get something a little newer with a little less miles. Still pre-owned, still not ready to go and get a new car. But anyway, just different experience. So I do think I want to go. So if that's the case, over this weekend, we have to start really kind of planning. Jury selection, I've been there for Karen's. The first one I went to almost all of it. The second one, first one I went to a couple days. Second one, I'm not really into the jury selection part of it as much, to be honest with you. It's long days of basically just like guessing whether or not somebody got picked or not, only to find out who got picked eventually. So we don't get to hear, or we didn't with Karen Reed, we didn't get to hear the questions nor the responses from the people who were selected as jurors. Very different experience than when I covered a murder trial in Fall River, or a rape trial in Fall River, actually, where the potential juror stands at the witness stand, and the two attorneys stand behind their desks and they ask questions of the potential juror. And then the judge listens, and then the judge will interject and maybe ask a little bit more. We heard everything. We saw everything. We saw when they wanted somebody to come back and asked why. It was unbelievably transparent. And I couldn't help but think what a difference it was between the Karen Reed trial, where we saw nothing. We heard nothing. It was all done in secret. Bev leaning over and laughing, and you're wondering, what did she say? There was none of that in the trials, the two trials that I observed for jury selection. Is very, very different. So I don't really know what this one's going to look like. But part of me thinks it's a little bit of a waste of my time. Now, today is Thursday. I'm coming off of being sick. I would probably have to take the weekend to start putting things in place, making sure everybody's scheduled. But then I go on vacations. So I don't know if we want to get involved in something that I'm actually going to be away for physically for a week. So we have to think it over. But we could pop in for a couple days. We have a direct line to Kevin Reddington, who's the defense attorney. For those of you who are asking why Kevin hasn't come in, we talked about him coming. He was all on board with it. The first couple days he had some trials, not trials, but like court appearances he was doing. And I just made the executive decision. It's like, you're getting ready for a really big trial, dude. I don't need to bother you. So you'll get Kevin when I'm ready. But Kevin's a big fan of Jess Machado. I don't know what else to tell you. He loves me. Okay, let's open up the phone lines. I hate when I shouldn't have talked about myself in the third person. That's so gross. Rewind it. Start all over again. I'm also very happy to report that a couple of people who had not received their merch finally got their merch refunded to them. So they got their money back, but they didn't get their items. So we're going to be revamping the store. I think there's only a couple people left. I want those to complete, and then we can reopen up the store again. Please say in the comment section what kind of merch you would like. Hi, caller. You're live on 24 on 24.
Hello, Jess. It's Tara.
Hi, Tara. Good morning.
I am calling to tell you that you were wrong.
About?
My idea about retribution. This is a long time ago. I called into Money After Dark, and we were like, we want our enemies to be happy and thriving. I want some retribution.
I will give you whatever you want, Tara. You've been
I have been patiently waiting for retribution. And all I get is all this happiness and joy and blah, blah, blah. Lift your spirits.
So what you want me to go harder is what you're saying?
Well, I like exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
Just keep on doing what you're doing and don't take any shit from anybody.
Okay, I won't. I feel it has to be a little bit of both. I don't think we have to go super hard, but I also don't think that they should get a pass and just let me move on.
Yes, and I'm saying this in all with humor.
Yes, of course.
So I agree with we want our enemies to be happy and thrive.
Yes.
They'll leave us alone.
Yes.
But they just won't do it. They won't be happy. They won't try.
I agree.
So I guess we have no other choice.
I agree. Tara, you're right.
We gave them every opportunity to be happy and thrive. They just won't take it.
And this isn't that serious. You know what I mean? I'm not doing full streams on it. We have diversity here. So just a little bit here and there is okay.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
And I like most of your other followers and fans and all that stuff. We're so proud of the way you handled this and bounced back, and just you're being happy and you're thriving. You're leading by example, Jess.
I'm sorry it took so long.
No, it took exactly the right amount of time.
That's a way to look at it.
All right, and I am If you do decide to cover Lindsay Clancy, I'm looking forward to your coverage.
Thank you. I love you, Tara. You're wonderful.
All right. Have a great day.
I said good day.
Good day.
Let's take another call. Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live on 24 on 24. Wait, it won't let me make it on speaker. What happened? Oh, there we go. Hi, you're live.
Well, good morning, Miss Jessica.
Good morning, Boats.
I think things would be better if you could do a little bit more fishing. But in the meantime, I have some questions for you.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you were to think a little bit and think about the funniest thing that you ever been caught muttering under your breath out loud, what would that be?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. The chat would probably know more than me. Do you know? Do you have something I've said under my breath that I got caught saying?
No, I just thought maybe something would ring a bell with you. Anyway, next question. If you were a pizza topping,
Yeah.
what pizza topping would you be?
Dude, I like a good pineapple pizza.
No, you have to be the.
Oh, I have to be it?
If you were a pizza topping.
Oh, prosciutto. Because it's salty, but everybody still likes it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good help.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, next question. If you could snap your fingers because you have to become a kitchen appliance, what kitchen appliance would you be?
Boat, somebody asked me my favorite kitchen appliance before, and I am telling you, it's a whisk. It is the most diverse item in my kitchen. You can whisk things with it. You can make cream with it. And then you can make so much with it, but you can also use it to like mash up your hamburger. You can use it to like, it's so diverse. It's multi-talented. It doesn't even know everything it can do. I'd be a whisk.
That's a funny visual. I can just picture your kitchen like on a Sunday morning and everybody's coming around saying, Mom, what do we have for lunch? And you're a whisk bouncing around on the counters and the table. That's why I cute.
Somebody will make that into an AI thing. You know it, Boat.
That's kind of cute, a whisk. Anyway, if you could swap lives with some celebrity just for a day, just for one day, could be a man or a woman or even someone who has passed. Anyway, who would you swap the life with for one day?
One time I was I was trying to be a co-host for this new show called The Road Show. And they asked me like, what celebrity would I like to meet? And I, without hesitation, responded James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano. But if I had to swap lives for a day,
Yes.
Martha Stewart.
Very interesting.
She has such a wonderful estate in Connecticut, and I love all of the food and all of the things. Martha Stewart. I'd even swap when she was in jail. That bitch went to jail.
She did.
Yeah.
Now, here's one more question for you.
Yes.
All our favorite TV shows and their kitchens and living room sets. Like the set. If you had to pick one of those.
I already know.
Brady Bunch.
Cosby Show.
Really?
Cosby Show reminded me of the house I grew up in, and I absolutely love the Cosby Show house. Cosby Show.
But it's so small, that little living room. Like, I would think you might like that Brady Bunch with the orange counters.
No. Well, the kitchen in Family Ties was one of my favorite kitchens, but overall house, I liked the Huxtable household.
Oh, now if you could be a flavor, any kind of flavor, what would you be?
I'm so boring. Vanilla.
Me too. I love vanilla. You know why? Because you always know what you're going to get, no matter what.
Well, you can add things to vanilla to make it better, like peanut butter sauce or strawberries.
Yes, exactly. You can put anything with it. Now, what's the most random thing in your pocketbook right now?
It's got to be emotional support Tylenol, the powdered Tylenol. I have like five packets of this stuff in my purse. I can't live without it now.
Yeah, I love that stuff. Now, if you could name one of the most irrational fear that you have, what would it be?
Every single day, my children walk out their door, they're going to die in a car accident. Next.
You know, You know what mine is? Germs. I hate germs.
Oh
I'm a germ-
no. Do you
Yeah,
know
I'm
a
a germ-
little bit of germs are good for you? Like a little bit of germs help build your body up to like the resistance of them. You need a little.
Yeah, but let me explain that to you now. That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
But the fact is, we're amongst germs no matter what.
Correct.
We're amongst germs no matter what. So one rubber glove you can throw away. Like, I'm not going to touch that credit card machine in the supermarket.
Oh, you're that deep. You're that deep.
Oh, it's even more than that, but we won't get into that.
Oh
Now,
no.
if you were told that you had to change your name from Jessica to another female name, what would it be? I know it would be Mrs. Boat. No, go ahead. Sorry.
When my mother found out she was having twins, it was always at my grandmother's house. She had like a dictionary, and at the back my mother was writing out name combinations. So she had Jessica and Jamie, so ultimately that's what she chose, but she had Rebecca and Roxanne, and I would have been Roxanne, she said. So I don't think that that's what I would have wanted. I need something with a little bit of flavor or something. Bianca, maybe Bianca. And my dad's name was Bazalian, so I'd go with Bianca Bazalian.
Yeah, and you always have to think of the nicknames that go with it. So that's very. If my mother wanted to name me Elizabeth, I said, "Thank God you did not," because first of all, I'm a boy, and second of all, people would call me Liz. But see, she was hoping for a girl. She didn't get one.
Aww.
Sorry, the smoky hair is gonna get to me.
I know.
Now, one last question.
Okay.
If you were just gonna be a ghost, and you said, and they told you, you could haunt somebody for the day, who would you haunt first and why?
I would, if I were a ghost, I could make a stop first. I get to go to other people too, but it's just like my first stop and why I would do it.
Correct.
Okay. I would ghost Aiden Carney and whisper everything I know, just like whisper in a room and then like leave and then come back.
That's funny. And then as a ghost, you probably want to go fishing. With that, I bid you good day.
I
Goodbye.
said good day. Just as retribution for the exit interview. You're so mean to me. I'm not over it. Good morning. You're live on 24 on 24.
Hi Jess, how are you doing?
Good morning.
I wanted to challenge you on your prior statement that.
Are you the lady that called the other day?
No,
Oh,
I've
okay.
never called you before.
Oh, okay. Hi. Good morning.
Hi. And in fact, I'm a little nervous, but
It's okay.
so I wanted to challenge you on your statement that when you made that comment about, Valerie or Big Husky, whatever her name is, getting hit by the train and
Mhm.
overdosing on fentanyl or whatever it was. Do you really think that that's good fodder for a joke? Do you honestly believe that?
So I think number one, everything is kind of thought up in real time, like in the moment. So there's no like predisposed notion that I'm going to talk about that. I think it's obvious when I do that segment. It's like in the moment, right? Because I'm reading prompts that I haven't read. So there's that.
Sure.
So
Do you
it's
ever catch yourself
hold-
and go, whoa, wait,
hold-
you know what? I went too far.
hold on a second. So number
Okay.
one, it's completely off the cuff and random and how I'm feeling in the moment. So that's the first thing. So intention doesn't exist. It's literally in the moment, however I'm feeling. It's very impulsive. So there's that. Number two, in particular for Valerie, are you privy or aware of the things that Valerie has said about me?
Not the full extent of it, I'm sure, but
Okay.
I don't think. But that's based on the idea that if she says something absolutely horrendous to you, that you would debase yourself to go down to that level, and it's okay for you to say something absolutely horrendous. So you
for
have to
me,
ask yourself, do you hold yourself to any standards? And then I want to say one other thing too.
Yeah.
I've heard you talk about intent a few times, and
Well, do you want me to answer the question about Valerie first? I'll let you keep going.
Sure.
All right.
okay.
So I think like I'm meeting the same energy that Valerie puts out there. So I don't know if, let's say, I were talking about Meredith, that I would have ever said the same thing, right? Or I think what I said about Valerie was meeting the energy that Valerie has put out in the universe towards me, which, by the way, is completely like one-sided. Valerie has gone after me, attacked me, called me a racist, said I'm a terrible mom, all of these things for months and months and months and spaces. And I have very rarely ever acknowledged it. I've had her blocked for better part of a year. So I didn't engage. Hold on a second. So for me, right, currently in the space that I'm in right now, which is I'm coming up from the ashes of a month and a half of being dragged, the whole internet stepping on my throat, and literally in a new space where I feel energized, I feel strong, I feel like I want to be out here, I feel like this is my space. I feel like maybe I can start to give a little medicine back to the way that these people are treating me. Now, those statements in particular should not be taken seriously. I don't want somebody to become addicted to pills. I don't want somebody to get hit by a train. It is obviously a joke. And do I think it is deserving to be said to Valerie? 100%. She has been an absolute raging cunt about me on the internet for 6 months, and she deserves that. So yes, she deserves that joke 100%. But go ahead to the next part.
So your standard that
No.
you hold yourself
No,
to
that's not what I
is
said.
based on
Nope.
what the person deserves.
Nope. For this
Not-
case, for Valerie, for what you're asking, that is how I felt I would reciprocate. Not a standard.
What do you have a standard for yourself as far as like, you know what, that was too far, that's too low, that's regardless of who it is? Or is it always whatever they give to me, I'll just give it back,
So
regardless how low it is?
let me tell you the standard that, first of all, there's no definitive like thought or work that puts into establishing boundaries or standards. This is the internet and this is an entertainment show. So it's not like real life, so to speak. But
how about when it affects your audience? Do you realize that when you're saying that, even though it's directed at her, that other people can catch strays, other people may be
what do you
injured
mean
and
catch strays or
by
injured?
that?
What do you mean catch strays or be injured? Say that again.
Emotionally, like I know that there's a huge opiate problem in New England.
You
I
can't
used to live there.
possibly think that I should be held accountable for how you feel about a funny joke statement I made about a person on the internet.
You know what? I'm not even
My
talking
take,
about
my
myself.
take on it is that if that affected you that way, you should not be on the internet. You need to step
it's
away.
Not me. It's not even me. It's just in general about the way that a person would choose to conduct themselves. And
Then this isn't the show for that person.
okay, so if something you say hurts, inadvertently,
There is no
hurts someone
intent.
who
There is no
watches you,
intent to hurt somebody with a joke statement that I made in a segment. Please
Well, I have one
understand
last
that. Why
thing
are
I'd
you
like to
trying to
say.
hold a YouTube content creator responsible for a real life feeling somebody feels when it was a joke? You're talking about standards. You're talking about what is the baseline. What are you doing? Why are you doing? What are you doing? This is not real life.
You know what I'm doing? I'm asking a question that I think a lot of people in the community have, and various communities have.
Right.
And part of the reason that people, are so passionate to continue having a problem with you. And so if you are, obviously you're happy with yourself, and if you don't feel you ever have to change anything and you're not capable
That's not
of
true.
change,
Do you listen to my show?
I have been, yeah.
Okay. Do you hear ever when I say, like, I've got to think about things, I've got to self-reflect, I could do things differently? So let me ask you a question. Stop. When I said that we shouldn't be calling Meredith 5150 anymore because I felt that was impacting her mental health, what do you think about that?
I think that was a really great decision.
So do you think that I'm capable of recognizing when there needs to be grace towards people? Yes or no? You just said yes.
I think you have exhibited it on occasion.
Okay. Why am I under any obligation to perpetually do the right thing on the internet?
You're only obligated to yourself. That's it.
Okay. Well, I am very comfortable with every decision I make. And if I make a mistake And I recognize that. I have at times gone back and said, I think that there is a way that we should be looking at this differently. Case in point, Meredith being called 5150. I reflected on the inception of that nickname taking place in my show. I reflected on how we perpetuated it, how I even said,
really big of you.
how I
thought it
said
was
that I
wonderful.
even bragged about being happy that it was cultivated on my program. And then
Yeah,
over
I got that.
time, I have recognized that we don't have to talk it. We don't have to use it that way. I'm not going to tell people not to. So you coming in here and like kind of saying like, do you even ever think that you're impacting how people feel? You know, the answer is yes, that I do at times think about how other people feel about what I say. But you're
Okay,
trying
so
to
now
drag
I'm
me for the, you're
suggesting-
trying to
No,
drag
no,
me
I'm
for the
su-
Valerie thing.
I'm not exactly dragging you. I'm suggesting. I mean, if I wanted to drag you, you know, and say some crazy stuff, I could.
What's the
That's not what I'm-
suggestion?
Is that what the energy feels like? And the suggestion is that you continue to ask yourself these questions, because I saw that as an example. When you said it, I was like, oof. You know, I'm vibing, I'm laughing. And then when you said that, I was like, oh, damn, that's too far. That's going to hurt people in her audience. And, you know, if that's, so I would encourage you to take some additional consideration about stuff like that.
I probably won't. I really feel that what Valerie
I
has
mean,
been
yeah,
doing to me for 6 months online, calling me. Do you think I'm a racist?
You know, I don't think you want to ask me that question, because for me, I have a different viewpoint on what racism is and how it works. So,
Okay. Well,
for me,
I
I'm
am not a
anti-racist.
racist. I'm not a
I believe
racist.
that we live in a country that has racism sewn into the fabric of it, and that we have to make that as white people or white passing people, we have to make a commitment, an active commitment to not be racist all the time. And so,
Okay. Well, we would definitely disagree on that. So then
yeah,
maybe
so
that's
that's
something.
why I figured it's
Yeah.
not the right question.
So for me, my opinion is all of the things that Valerie has said about me, which I've seen almost all of them and heard them, right, are completely unprovoked. Valerie had targeted me just because she doesn't like me. And I think she has said some pretty horrendous fucking things about me, right? And for me, for the most part, I have not said anything about her or what she's done until recently. And in this new
Sure.
space, I feel like making fun and poking fun at Valerie. And how I do it shouldn't be taken that seriously. I wish Valerie well. As the previous caller, or I don't know whoever it is was saying, you or whatever, we don't want enemies.
Before, I promise
Or
you.
Tara, we don't want
I'm
enemies.
hypnotized as lobsters, by the way. So now that's my.
We
street
don't
name.
we
So
don't
now
want we don't want our enemies to live truly terrible lives, because number one, that's not good for anybody. Number two, in the absence of being productive, having good relationships, having jobs, being able to keep a home, the absence of those things will breed a space where they focus or hyper focus on either me or someone else, and that's not good. I've always wished Meredith could bounce back and have a productive life. I've always wanted Lindsay Gattani to find love, because I think when that happens, what they do changes. Those things don't seem so heavy or a priority anymore. So I always want my enemies, or the people that don't like me in the internet world or even in real life, to have good, productive lives. Valerie is a part of that. That was a joke. I am sorry you're triggered by that.
I'm not,
If you
actually.
think that you're being defensive of people who may feel that way.
I just wanted to point it out to you, but you've let me know that to you it is more about on a case-to-case basis, based on how the person and you have interacted and treated one another.
I
And
reserve
that's
the
fine.
right
That's your
to
prerogative, obviously.
I reserve the right to go back and second guess something. Now, this call isn't
Right.
making me do that, but I've shown in plenty times that I have felt the need to go back and think about something differently. This call
Yeah.
doesn't do that. Just so you know,
Well, that's fine. You know what? I thought I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
I know many people have come before me and
Yeah.
will come after. I find you entertaining.
Thank you. Thank you
and
for listening.
I thought maybe I could offer something helpful. But
Well, maybe in a month from now, this call would feel or hit a little bit differently. But after what Valerie has been doing and during the pylon, it doesn't hit the way that maybe you would want it. But I'm happy to have you call back in a month and let's see if I feel differently.
That sounds good.
Okay, fair.
Sounds good. Thanks
Fair.
for having me.
Thank you. Thanks
Okay.
for the call. Bye.
Bye.
Is everybody all right? I don't know what's going on in the chat. I can't see shit. My rug is still on the screen over here. Feel free to call back. I saw a bunch of calls during that call. I appreciate that you guys are trying to figure out, like, you got to wait around and stuff like that. Thank you. So just feel free to call. There were 3 different callers during that one, but feel free to call back. Is the chat okay? I don't know how you are. Let's take this next call. Hi, you're live on 24 and 24.
You know what my favorite 24 and 24 was?
What?
When you went fishing on the Taunton River.
Yeah, I missed that one. I know. I got to get back to that.
I couldn't put the phone down.
That was riveting. Riveting.
I was afraid the fishing pole would bend over and I'd miss it.
It's never going to happen.
No, it didn't. You know what's sad?
What?
That was the most productive day I had that week.
No.
You know what I miss?
What?
Aaron.
Who?
Aaron.
Oh, Erin?
Aaron had nice hair.
Erin did have great hair. Yes. Erin was
nice hair.
Erin was a great did you have a crush on her?
Kind of.
Are you single?
Yes.
Oh boy. Somebody keep Jess Walsh
I like Jess Walsh too, but you have nice hair too.
Thank you.
You have married hair. Aaron has single hair.
Erin still may be single. You may have a shot.
You know, it was also pretty.
Who?
Arkansas Bestie.
Arkansas Bestie is a smoke show. Yes. Married smoke show though.
She's married. She has nice hair.
Hold on a second. You're a caller and a watcher of the show. You have a good voice and you're single.
I'm single.
Okay.
You know what I like more than Arkansas Bestie's hair?
What?
Her stairs.
The stairs in the back.
She has nice stairs.
Who thought that it was a like a set? Like people thought it was like a background. That's her real house.
She travels a lot.
She does. They're rich. They live they've put in the work. They've been parents for a very long time, and they're starting to really live their lives.
I could be a house sitter.
Are you trying to get her to travel to where you are?
I'm an excellent house sitter. Someday I'm looking to be an excellent house squatter.
Is this the first time you've called?
First time live.
First time live. I know who you are.
I know you know who I am.
I don't think I've ever heard you.
I'm talking like this.
I've never heard your voice, I don't think. Did you ever call BSM?
Several times.
Several times. Yes.
I'm just a Machado fan.
Why?
I don't know. You have presence.
Do you want to give your take on anything that we've discussed today or yesterday or anything at all?
Just the last caller.
Oh, go ahead. Please do.
I don't feel white guilt. I never will feel white guilt. I can't help that I'm white.
Me neither.
Love you, Jay.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. What? Phone calls are the best addition to this show of all time. Best addition to the show ever of all time. Go ahead. You keep calling. Let's take another call. Good morning. You're live on 24 on 24.
Oh my God. I am so worried. Was the last hair caller a serial killer? Did they have someone in the basement? Do they put the lotion on?
No, he's wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
No. That's,
right.
I think maybe
The
he's
hair
just,
stuff, I was getting nervous.
no, he's good. He's a good caller.
Okay,
He's
I
great.
take it back. I'm very, very sorry.
He's part of the team.
Oh shit. Sorry.
He's going to have to call back and redeem himself. I think I agree that it's his first time calling to this. I think he's warming up to everybody, but he's wonderful.
Okay. I was worried about your safety. I was going to drive down. This is Karen from Harbor Lab.
Hi, Karen. I know.
Hi. I was going to drive down. I was going to put the security up.
No.
I was
And
a
he's
little
local.
nervous.
He's local. So,
Oh,
but
geez.
you're
I'm so
right.
sorry,
The vibe
Karen.
is right. The vibe is right. But he's team Team Bunny.
Okay. All right. As long as we're safe.
Yes.
As long as we're safe. All right. I just want to make sure.
Do you want to elaborate very quickly? What's going on with you and Amy while I'm on Cations? You guys are doing like an in-person collaboration with Tricks.
Oh my God! First of all, you need to come to Spirit Night next time. There's no. We will literally. I will
Wait,
find
need
your
to.
house.
Oh,
and I will
is that
do
what it was called? Spirit Night?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm gonna call it.
Oh, okay.
There were a lot of spirits.
Yes.
No, you have to come. I didn't even like get a spirit, but it was so
I know, it was a vibe. I wanted Amy to shine. I really didn't want to be a distraction because there was a lot of bad energy with me. And I'm glad that she had exactly the event that she deserved and manifested. I will definitely go to the next one.
No, she's incredible.
Yes.
She's I'm obsessed with her. She's an incredible.
She's wonderful. Human. I agree.
So she kept all of her notes from like middle school and high school in her caboodle.
Yep. I don't doubt that.
Right? We're going to play note roulette where the chat will pick the names that we change it to. So it has to be like either YouTube adjacent or like a trial adjacent type of thing. I don't want to give too much.
Okay, don't. I agree. Less is more here.
It's going to be epic.
Amy is a total vibe. And I know she has her channel and she has done live streams and she's very big on TikTok. But I think when you like people really get to talk to Amy, like you'll understand like why she's part of my mom gang. Her energy is just, it's great.
So awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Such a good mom. So funny.
Oh, yes. Wonderful
and
mom. Yes.
Making death great again. Like I want to make her a hat.
Making death great again. Making death great again. It's perfect.
Right?
Yeah, I'm very excited for you guys. Please include Bestie. Did you see the video she made for you?
She's better than me.
She does her own thing. She has her own channel and does things with insurance, I think. I've watched it. She's great, but she's great energy and she's an OG bestie.
Oh, she's coming in.
She's one of the only people, her and her sister, who have those bestie sweatshirts that we put on the site the first time. And then we feel, yeah, her and her sister both have them. And then we took them down because we didn't know how to use, Shopify, but her and her sister, I think, are the only two people that have them.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's awesome.
That is awesome.
Great.
The only other thing is, did you see, and I don't think you did, so when I went down to Massachusetts, I was gifted by Catherine Williams, who's a chatter, a half a gallon of milk with a splash of coffee. And I was like, fuck the cup of coffee.
Chippy? Did she give you?
Yes.
She gave you Chippy?
Yes.
And what's the verdict?
I drank the hell out of that thing. From the half gallon live. Like,
if people don't know, if you're from this area, there is a place called Marisol's, which is in Dartmouth, but I think they have two additional locations. Two locations. They have a drink called the Chippy, which is like a coffee beverage, and it is like crack.
Oh my God.
Jack and Georgia are obsessed with it.
I was letting it drip down my face.
It's really, really good. Oh, so
I want to bathe in it.
Yeah, it's problematic.
I went straight from the half gallon.
Best thing they did was put it in those big half gallons. I know it's expensive too. It's not cheap. That was a very luxurious gift.
That was, I literally will never forget that. It was one of the greatest days and gifts of my life. And I am half wanting to drive down there to find more. And that's a problem. It's
supply and demand, and they keep people wanting more. So I think what they got is a good thing. So like Society has like their version of that. It's called the Quinny, which is like a coffee and it's not the same. And then Pink Bean is another coffee shop local. They had two locations. They have one. Theirs was called, I can't remember what it was. Also not even close to what these guys have going on over there. I used to work at the Bank of America in Westport, which is literally right down the road from there. And on my lunch break, I would go over and grab one. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I just we don't have anything like that here.
No.
Nobody has a half a gallon of milk with a splash of coffee and some sugar. And I just want to reiterate the half a gallon of whole milk with a splash of coffee.
That's about right.
And I drank it straight from the freaking half a gallon. Come at me, bro. Like, not you, but
No.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's wonderful. I'm happy for you. Thank you for stepping up to fill in when I'm on Cations. Thank you for the call. You're wonderful. When are you guys live next? Everything good with Scott? I noticed he hasn't been in the chat. Is he good?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he had a big night last night. He was on Ocean Moons.
I heard. Yes, I have to catch
I was
up.
at Dave Matthews. So
Oh, no big deal.
I know. So I was like, shit, I can't go on. So tonight, we're on Tonight Live.
Okay.
I just,
Harbor Lounge tonight. What time?
6:30 Eastern.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day. I said good day. I said good day.
It's a friggin' day. Have a good day.
I said good day. That's Karen from Harbor Lounge. Okay. Would you consider having Nick Fuentes on your show? I don't think Nick Fuentes would come on Jess Machado's show. Arkansas Bessie just sent me a picture of her. I don't know where she is. I think she's in some sort of resort hotel. That's for the caller, so he can see Arkansas Bestie living her best life. Free member milestone chat. Send a highlighted message as a member. What is that? Oh, look at Boss Man Pete. Oh, I didn't see those. Let's take another call. Good morning. You're live on 24 on 24.
Hi, this is Leslie from Virginia.
Hi, Leslie from Virginia.
Just a thought. Have you ever thought, because you're giving all the coffee advice and all the things, and you just made the Fish and Pier lady's life great. Have you thought about doing field trips to like different places in your area to like highlight small businesses?
So I'm not good with camera work. You know what I mean? Like I don't even have the best phone. And I always hate when people do videos like that and they're not really great quality or like produced well. Like I almost feel like it does a disservice to the business if you don't do like a really well produced video. So while yes, I would consider doing that, I think I have to evolve like my actual phone game a little bit better. I used to do videos for Fall River Reporter as part of my job. So I'd go to restaurants that they had a package deal with, and I would go and eat and do videos. I'll try to find those. And they were fine, but I feel like I would do them a disservice if I did that. And honestly, as much as I appreciate that, don't you think maybe I might hurt somebody's business as opposed to help it?
I don't know. The Fish and Pier seemed to like it a lot.
The lady from the bait place?
Yeah, the bait place. I'm sorry.
She did. She's a conservative, and she knew me from like my Trump campaign days, so that was good. I definitely think that I would have to probably find the right
conservative business.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I go to Society every day, and I'm sure like they don't lose business over it, but I don't think any type of collab or video would be good for them. I don't want any business to catch any strays from me.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Also, your next music song you make,
yes,
can you get a Pat McGee vibe? We need a Pat.
How do you know Pat McGee?
Those were my college days. Like, I went and saw him all over the place in Virginia. He's from Longwood, Virginia.
I know. Haven't seen from a while.
Rebecca? How about that?
Did you tell me this? Are you the second person that told you told me this already? Yes, I love.
Text you a long time ago. I was like,
yes,
no way, she knows who Pat McGee is.
I do. You know what's hard for me is like, when I first heard Pat McGee, it was a friend of mine. He sent me a bunch of songs, and I had like an MP3 player, and whatever versions I got from him, which happened to be live, were the versions that I like learned all the songs on. And on the internet, those versions don't exist. So every song sounds just a little off for me. And then like the studio albums of them don't sound nearly as good as like the live versions. So I struggle, but I really love Pat McGee. But I will take that into consideration for the next song.
Did y'all have Emmett swimming too with Pat McGee? Because they're like two of the same.
Oh,
Emmett swimming in a...
Yes. I'm writing this down. Thank you, Bestie.
And also,
yes,
this is probably TMI, but I just recovered from cancer, and I was 44, so you're supposed to be 45 when you get your colonoscopies.
Yeah.
So everybody get your colonoscopies.
Wow.
But it sent me into menopause. Are you on the patches?
I'm not. You're on the patch?
Yes.
And?
I need my life back.
And what's your take?
I'm getting a little bit, like the chemo and stuff kind of messed up. Like I have a little bit of neuropathy. I've been an athlete my whole life in college and everything.
Yep.
And not being able to do all the things that I used to do was been a Debbie Downer, but I'm alive, so there's that.
Right.
But I think the sleeping is great.
Yeah.
Getting good sleep, and I'm like feeling it's getting there. I've only been on a few weeks.
Okay. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm worried about it. Like I'm not anti-medication. I don't like to say that, but if you listen long enough, like I really don't like pills, drugs, all of those things. And so I worry needing something or depending on it. I don't know. I'm trying my best to get through it with nothing, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. I'm interested to hear more and how it works for you. Keep us posted.
Sounds great.
Thanks, bestie.
Good day.
Thank you. You too. Good morning. You're live on 24 on 24.
Hello, Jess. This is Steph again.
Hi,
Hope you have
Steph.
a day.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. The last caller, I can't remember her name, but she was talking about going through cancer and getting colonoscopy. I have mine scheduled not too long from now.
Great.
Which sucks because I don't know anyone in this entire state. And I can't Uber. So
Oh, no. Why can't you
that
Uber?
really sucks. They won't let you Uber. And so I have to, and it's 21 miles away. So
Oh, no.
yeah. But anyway, I will figure it out. I have to pay a company that they provide.
Can transport, yeah.
But I also texted you a link to my video that I created through our session that you held.
Yes.
We weren't able to see it.
Okay.
It is what I was going to do my podcast for my YouTube video channel, which was women with of a certain age with ADHD and or menopause.
Yep.
Just life in general.
Yep.
Because no, I have 4 sisters, and none of them had ever explained to me or even discussed any of the symptoms that I have gone through for years. I haven't slept more than a couple hours.
Right.
In like 3 years.
Right.
And my brain fog, although I have fibromyalgia and a couple other situations similar to yours, the brain fog is insane.
It's crazy.
Like, yeah, last time I called you, I said, you know, I wasn't prepared, and and it's really hard because I work for a place you used to work for, and
Noted.
And I often can't think of words, and so I completely go, so there's dead air, which happened on your call.
Yeah.
And it really has made me feel stupid and really difficult to hold meetings because I'm searching for words in my head.
Yeah.
And there's these long pauses, and then I come up with a word that's not the right word.
Yeah. And you can't really explain that to them, right? You just kind of got to push through it. Yeah.
And it makes you feel less confident.
Yep.
Because I know I'm a very intelligent person. But as this happens, and it seems, and every doctor I ever speak to always just like, it's just age.
Yeah. I think it's I mean, I don't like to make my whole show about it, but my life is very consumed by like menopausal symptoms, right? And it came out of nowhere. And I think it's unfortunate that people don't talk enough about it because it really does like impact your day. And especially for women who are like at the hub of everything for your home and your family, right? We're the ones that kind of organize all of the things. As much as people want to like change that family dynamic, like I said yesterday, like Jeff this morning was like I said today, Jeff said, hey, we're out of beverages. Like every one of the people in this house is capable of going to the store and refilling the water. But you know, like what we do. So when we're off, it really impacts the whole family. I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to let you go and take another call. But before the end of the show, I just checked. I do have your video. I'll play it on the show today.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I think so. I should say it's the song I created. I wrote the words myself and then threw it into the tool that writes the music behind it.
Yeah.
but also I created the video with an AI tool that cost me a couple $100 to do. But
well, then we will play it and we'll close the show out with it.
It's a remake of me in the past, my current sort of, and feature me in this video of just kind of the song lyrics are kind of just talks about what we're all dealing with when we're reaching this age in the menopause. Life hits.
We're gonna play it for everybody at the end of the show today.
Thank you so much. Oh, by the way,
yes.
When you do write a song like this, you can actually, if you write most lyrics and you pay for the service, not the free part, for the music, you can put it on Spotify and all the other things to get paid for it.
Oh, who knew? I did not know that.
You sure can.
Thank you. Thanks, Bestie. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. I didn't know that. We're learning something every day. I'm just reading a message from someone. Hey, Bunny Boss. Oh, that's a tough. I won't read it out loud, but that's a tough thing. I just got to have my picture made with the real World Cup. Arkansas Bestie has herself currently right now taking a photo with the FIFA World Cup trophy. Why do I suck at showing things on? I mean, look at that bag. Look at that. Boss Man Pete's looking good. Are they drinking mimosas? What? I need to know a little bit more. She's supposed to be going to see Bon Jovi. What is she doing? I'm curious.
Oh my goodness.
You're live. What are you doing? Where are you?
I'm Louis Vuitton, and I started talking to the guy because he was on the conference call, thank you for everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, first, I pretended to be fancy. I have all my Louis Vuitton stuff on.
Right.
I mean, I am fancy. And so they had an invite only, and they're like, do you want to get your picture made with the World Cup? And I was like, yeah.
Oh my God. And you don't even like soccer.
I do too. I got into it after the first one. So right now, I watched the game on the airplane yesterday.
Boss Man Pete must be thrilled.
Yeah, right now he's with his person. I'm not to go to the women's side. No, we had breakfast at the little cafe up there.
Yeah.
I had absolutely no idea what I was ordering, but it was decent.
Yeah.
And then I just came down here while he was on a conference call and made friends with one of the guys. And he was like, do you want to go see the World Cup? I'm like, no, I've been to the World Cup. He's like, no. The trophy. I'm like, yeah. Sign me up.
When is the concert? Okay. When's the concert?
Tonight.
It's tonight. Yeah. Are you excited?
Yeah, there'll probably be some live streams on my Facebook because if I had a few cocktails, I really get into my.
Are you okay with people going on your Facebook? I'll direct them to it.
Yeah,
I'll tell them to go to Bestieverse. Share them in Bestieverse. That way, it's like kind of like monitored at a minimum.
I mean, sure, yeah, yes, but I really thought that was still weird considering our soccer connection.
Crazy. Okay.
I do like that. I watch all the games. There's one tomorrow in Miami, and then Saturday.
You seemed as if you weren't interested at first. You weren't even sure what team you were rooting for.
What did you say? I'm sorry, but what?
No, I said in the beginning you weren't even really sure what team you should be rooting.
Right, I wasn't into it, but then when I went to it, and the people were so nice, and
I know.
I'm invested.
Wait until we're done, and then it's gone. You're gonna feel lost.
And then you're sad.
Yes, that's how I'm feeling with Portugal.
Somebody would tell me why Louis Vuitton has the weirdest things sometimes, like sliders. Is he have enough nice sliders in Louis Vuitton?
I think it's art.
Okay, well, I'm going to buy another pair of shoes and probably a shirt and maybe some sunglasses. Don't judge me.
Nobody judges you. We love you. Have fun.
I love all of you too, and I hope you feel better, and I hope everybody is happy too. Let's have a happy day today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, bye.
I said good day. Arkansas bestie, I can hear her bangling bracelets on her phone as she's shuffling through the Louis Vuitton store in New York, living her best life. Okay, what time is it? It's 12 o'clock. Can we end this? We're good. We can end it. Weird show. Not long today. I apologize, but honestly, I feel like my tummy hurts. I want to lay flat. I want to stretch my stomach out and just make it as flat as it possibly can. This was a good show. How's the chat? Is everybody okay? Let me check the chat. I want to open it up and see the chat. Arkansas bestie she talks real fast, but she's got like an accent. Oh. Hi, we'll take one last call. Hi, you're live on 24 on 24. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I didn't realize I got through.
You're alive. Yeah, we'll take one more call. We stopped taking calls, but then I saw a number calling. I said, let's take it.
Yeah. I just kind of wanted to end with this today with you, Jess. I work from home and I play you in the background, kind of like the radio,
Yeah.
if you will. And, sometimes it takes me most of the day to get through the whole stream because I pause, if I have to focus on something or do something else. Yesterday, you had me laughing so hard. I was crying and I just had to shut it off.
Really?
And watch after the fact. So I just wanted to thank you for that.
Thank you. I always find it so odd that there are some people, like some
My
people.
son came in was just like, oh my God, what are you doing in here? I was crying,
I always find it crazy that there's some people that just absolutely hate the show. And then there's other people like you who are taking time out of your day to call and say, like, I just absolutely loved it. It's so crazy how it can be so polarizing for some people. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild to me.
I agree. It's all in good fun.
Yes. Yeah, it's not that deep. Thanks for a great call, bestie.
You have a great day, Jess.
You
Love
too.
always.
Thank you. Great
Bye-bye.
call. Thank you. Love that. Thank you. That was a good way she's right. Great way to end it. All right. TT called. She wants to end the show and go to the casino. That's actually my whole vacation with Jeff. It's just 6 days of straight casinoing. It's not true. Nobody is more excited for vacations other than Meowser. Once we talked to the kids and they were like, we don't want to go anywhere. So we offered to go to Florida with them. We offered to go to New Hampshire with them. We offered to go back to Hampton Beach with them. We offered to go to Cape Cod with them. And also was willing to work around their schedules. Nobody wanted to go anywhere. Julie and Aiden can't. They went on their honeymoon, so they get no time. Georgia is just anti-traveling anywhere. And Jack has a trip planned with his girlfriend, and that's really all he wants to do. Once I had that like permission from the children, that it's very hard. And I'll explain that we're not ready to end. Sorry. I know you were ready to go. So my whole life has been for 25 years has been around my children. And that includes vacations. And while, yes, in between, there have been like maybe an overnight trip with Jeff and I. We've gone to New Hampshire or down the Cape a couple times alone. We did a road trip to Philly a couple of times, but these are just like a couple weekend trips down to Philadelphia and stuff. Like my whole I was watching that video yesterday of Jack where he was turning 8, and it was like, what have you done this summer? And he's like, well, we went here. Every single summer, I would have like a very specific plan. And we always managed to have enough money to go on at least one vacation a year. Honestly, until after COVID. After COVID, like 2023 is when things started getting crazy expensive, but always had the ability to have like a vacation. We went to Outer Banks 3 times. We'd go to New Hampshire. We'd go down the Cape. But every vacation is a family vacation. it is always with many people and prioritizing children. And even last year, we only went on a weekend trip to Hampton Beach. It was still like centered around the children, even as teens. This is the first time in 13 years that Jeff and I have gone on a vacation alone. Now, we were gifted that trip from Linda to go down to Portofino Island, which I'm going to be honest with you, Linda's in the chat all the time. If you want to just have an exquisite experience where there isn't one complaint about the facility, the space, just find her on here and message her or text me and I will give you her information. It is just unbelievable luxury for what I consider to be very reasonably priced. It's just, I'll never forget it. But even that trip, because it was my 50th and it was a gift, I felt like I needed to share it with TT. And so obviously TT came, and no regrets on that, no regrets. But I do think something needs to be said for like my husband also, who works hard to be able to like go away. And, you know, when we talked about this and we got the kind of the permission from the kids, I would venture to say like we didn't even really like let ourselves feel excited about it. And I also think that's just because coming from a place of like real, like financial struggles and things, you almost like, you can't even, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel guilty about doing it. But also not like I'm giving myself permission to go and have a week of enjoyment and completely disconnect, which is why I thought about having guest hosts. I don't want to feel obligated to come on or do anything. I really want to enjoy like just a week of nothing and no responsibility. Jason's going to stay here with the kids, take care of rides and cars. It's just, when do I get that real break for more than like a night? Never. And even when we were away the last time, I was still doing the show every morning a little bit and here and there. And so I'm just very excited. So Jeff and I have been like watching videos of where we're going, like on the TV at night, and like talking about it and looking at restaurants and things like that. And it's great. And the fact that it's so close is also great. And anyway, that's it. I don't really want to talk about it. It's not that big of a deal. But it is to me or whatever. So what was I going to say? How did I get to this point? I can't remember. I have no idea. I'm going to Coral Gables, Florida, the same week as your vacation. Where is that? I don't know what that is. Margaritaville in Kissimmee when we're down there. What is that? Yes, Margaritaville in Kissimmee when we were down there for cheer. So I booked it in Hyannis, but we have to change the dates. I need you to look at my text. There is a lady in my DMs. She is being slightly competitive with Arkansas Bestie. I don't know how to interpret this. She is showing me the stairs of her home and also backhandedly showing me her abs. And she, I think, has a secret online competition with Arkansas Bestie. I don't even know if I can show the picture because I'm loyal to Arkansas Bestie. I don't know what to do. What's happening? Do we need a what's your husband's name? Does he have a nickname? I am suspicious. What's happening? Hold on. I need to investigate further. Hold on. We're never getting off this. Wait, Fight Club? Do we have Rich Pretty Girl Fight Club happening? There is a woman who sent me a message, and it's of her in front of her staircase, and she is being very competitive. She is also skinny, pretty, and rich, and I think she wants to enter into a pretty skinny rich girl fight club with you. Okay.
It's pretty great now too. I'm not gonna lie.
You would what?
My chandelier is pretty amazing now. So
She put her chandelier in her picture.
bitch.
She's
not from Argentina. She's probably like from California.
I don't know where she is. I'm going to do some recon work. I'm going to send you the picture.
Are you still live?
Yes.
Okay.
She just sent, she went into the chat and she said, I need you to look at your texts. And then she sent a picture of her and her abs. And she was like, some say
I don't
I'm.
have abs. I was born without them. I don't have them. I never have had them. I was born without them, I'm pretty sure.
She's blonde.
I was blonde. Great. But
I know.
I don't have abs. I don't work out. I'm too tired.
How do we handle this?
Well, first of all, if there was a MySpace account, I'm always going to be the #1 friend with the staircase. That bitch can back up. 2, she can be your second friend with the staircase. I win. I'm invested.
I think she's using me.
I think she is too. I mean, listen, there's only one in life. There's only one person.
I asked, I need to know what her
MySpace.
husband's name. I need to, MySpace.
Oh my God. You cannot have 2 of us. You have to pick Jess. You have to pick. I'm pretty sure I'm invested. She probably can fund you more than I can. Especially after this trip.
No, I'm already suspicious. I called you first.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
I'm gonna send you my chandelier right now.
Rich, skinny, pretty, white girl fight club. It is. I am. Oh, her husband's name is Andy. Oh my God. I'm dead. Wait. Chat. She's not. It's not funny. Hold on. It's not ill-intended. This is actually hysterical. Arkansas bestie. I don't want to send to Arkansas bestie because I don't want to ruin her trip. But this woman is very competitive. Arkansas bestie is very near and dear to our hearts, not because of the super chats, but because of that one day where she came on my show and she had Boss Man Pete come from the background with the guitar. It changed everything. This she does not want me to call her a woman. She said she is old, but I'm not allowed to call her a woman. She's already telling me what to do. Hold on. Do I show you the picture or do I not show you the picture? This isn't good for Arkansas bestie. We're going to do it as an actual fight club. I'm obsessed. This is hysterical. These girls are, I can't tell. I don't know her enough. I'm fiercely protective of Arkansas bestie. I don't know how I feel about this. The text message came in. She goes, stairs? Question mark. And she is standing in front of them and she's going like this. And then she's on another staircase and she's like this. If they've seen her stairs, they need to see mine. Fair enough. Let me upload it. Hot white girl summer it is. Let me get into StreamYard and I will upload it. Enter studio. I'm going to upload it so you can see it properly. I'm dead. Nothing that she said. She knows. Everybody knows if you're texting the bunny hotline that it's susceptible to public. Oh. Get off the stage, Jessica. We just got to upload a picture here. Hold on. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I'm fiercely protective of Arkansas bestie. But I like a little, let me get it. Let me go to her. Save. Save. Is the chat all right? All right, add a file. Why will it not let me add? Collections. Photos. Dude, why will it not let me add this? I'm trying to add it. Give me a second. Jesus. All right, let's close this all out. Close everything. Let's go back in. We got to go. Enter studio. Take me off the stage. Take this off the stage. And let's see if we can. Oh, I can't even look. Don't look good. Sorry, Marie. You win today. I don't feel good, Marie. Add a file. Dude, it won't let me show it. Okay, we're going to have to just open it up and pull it on here. Oh, okay. 2 chandeliers. Arkansas Bestie just sent me a picture of hers. Needs to be, okay. Okay, let's go back to I don't know the new lady's name, but here's the photo. These are her stairs, and this is her. Okay. That's not doing it justice. She deserves justice. Justice for her. I'm going to add it to, I'm going to send it to myself. And then I'll pull it up on the screen. And then I'm going to send myself Arkansas Besties chandelier. I can't take a call right now. We're in the middle of Skinny White Pretty Rich Girl Fight Club. Just please. I'm in the middle of something. I'm doing it for the people. I'm giving the people what they want. Is everybody okay? How is somebody calling that phone? We gotta go. Okay. Under the table, I will touch you, finger bang you all stream long. This is one staircase. I see a Puppertino, and she wants you to see the staircase. This is giving Miami vibes. I'm not sure what's happening, but then she sent this one right here. She wants you to see this staircase, and this is her. Okay. Now, I understand everybody may be a little sad about that. We'll see where this goes. With that being said, I think it's time to end the show. I apologize I couldn't take those other calls. It's getting late. It's 12:30 already. Hold on one second. I'm getting so easily distracted today. This is a mess. Somebody sent me a link for ChatGPT, and this is the only acceptable staircase that the individual would like us to put on display today of this man on a staircase with that chandelier. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for a really great show. I'm very disappointed in you, Kane, and I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch the chat and see how they feel about you. If you're forgiven, I don't really know. Not sure what we're doing here. I'm very disappointed. I, at a minimum, will say thank you to Valhalla and Lauren, who who have now admitted that that document was altered and it is not accurate, and to Valhalla, who has said that he has now come to the conclusion that I did indeed give money to the veterans. So thank you for that. And there is a sick fucking competition happening on my phone right now. She said, but does her husband wear these badass pants? Oh, this is Arkansas Bestie. It came through. I thought it was the other one. Andy also plays the guitar. It's okay. We can show it later. And he also has great hair. Arkansas Bestie is just sending me a picture of Boss Man Pete has got a pair of pants on. We're going to do this. These are Louis Vuitton. I can't. We are starting the show off tomorrow with rich, skinny, pretty, white. Wrong. Let's write it up. Can someone make me an AI like picture for this? So it's got to be rich, pretty, skinny. Do we want to do white girl or do we want to leave that out? I don't want people to think I'm racist. Rich, pretty, skinny. White girl fight club. Now, we're going to start off with just some basics on this tomorrow. But that being said, Arkansas Bestie is on a trip and we can't disrupt her and what she's doing. So we can't really go in and say, hey, I need you to send me pictures of this and this and this, and we compete. We can't do that to her yet. So we'll maybe just set the tone about it. We'll talk about it. We'll see what is this new person's goal? Does she want to be the number one skinny rich bestie? Does she just need this? Is she a soul snatcher? Does she want to just come in here and snatch souls? Is there some sort of connection between her and Arkansas Bestie that we don't know about? Is this woman the wife of somebody that is in competition with Boss Man's businesses and they are trying to do some sort of online fucking competition so that he can gain some leverage in these intercontinental fucking big deals that are happening? I don't know, but I believe you and me and the rest of the poors are here for it. So tomorrow we will start discussing it. Pat Ford over everybody.
Who can send a text message full of hot demands? Pretend he's so strong with the words he sends. The doughboy can. The doughboy can. Who can open up my box using his thick man hands? Thank me for all my gifts in front of all of his friends. The doughboy can. The doughboy can. Who can play pretend online, tell you he's in love, use you up and shut you out right when he's had enough. The doughboy can. The doughboy can. Apologize to him because that's just what he needs. Bow at his feet and beg, no fleshlights please. Who can tell a lie and then a couple more? Battle his way into your heart. You're just a crazy whore. The doughboy can. If the doughboy can.